Hey, Saigon, how you doing? Good morning. Won't be long. I'll finish. I gotta finish setting up here. There we go. That's okay. Hey, Michael Reynolds. Good morning. There we go. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's weather's improving. Hey, Dylan, how you doing? The weather. It's winter time, so pretty crappy. Now we're freezing today. I don't know exactly what it's doing outdoors there, but it's cold. I'll check this out here. Weather. Okay, it's doing minus 20 Celsius. That's minus 4 Fahrenheit. But wait, that's not my town. That's my minus 4 Fahrenheit here this morning. Not that warm. Hey, Nanya, how you doing? Yeah, it's Dylan's doing minus 4 here this morning. Nanya, how you been doing? Nice to see you. I sent you a link this morning, Nanya. I don't know if you got time. Not Nanya, but I mean Dylan. I'm doing good there, Nanya. Yep. I was supposed to go and get some blood tests this morning, but I said the hell with it. Too cold. I'll go tomorrow. Yep, Beaches is cold tomorrow, but I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, cold day today for sure. I know here it's cold. That's why I didn't feel like going up this morning. Hey, Justin. How you doing? I hope you're doing better. I hope your teeth aren't hurting again. Hey, Z Drone Dude. How you doing? RC Dude, FPV, good morning. How you been doing? I think it's good afternoon to you, though. Hope you're doing well, RC Dude. Okay, Dylan. Yeah, sometimes takes a lot of time to get my links. I don't know why. What have you been up to there, RC Dude? Doing housework, yeah. It's pretty well much what we did here yesterday. Yes, Rocks. Won't be long, girl. Don't you shake your head. You got no reason to shake it. Just jumped down to say hi, Roger, and all as well. Your way. Yeah, everything's doing good here, Jan. Yeah, thank you for asking. Yes, sir. You must be busy today, so I'll let you go. You be safe today, whatever you're doing. Right now, I'm taking care of my little doggy here, so she wants her morning rub down. Yeah. Okay, girl. That's enough. Yeah. That's enough for now. Keep on scratching it. I thought you're going to be red. Yeah. Builder 710. Good morning. I hope everybody's weather's it's going to be warming up. So you're going to get a good dyno tune on my bike today. Okay. I'm glad you guys are getting nice weather for doing things like that. Well, I got an echo. I shouldn't have an echo. I muted my YouTube. Yeah, my YouTube's muted, so I shouldn't have an echo. Bring my microphone in closer. No, that's you got your okay. Oh, that's even better. Yeah. Yeah. Is anybody else getting an echo off of my? You got no echo there? Yeah. Hey, Roland. Yeah, Dylan. Yeah, Hattie's not getting any echo, so it must be at your end. Yeah, that's what I thought, Dylan. I really want to see you, so I have it open. I just got notification I'm on live now, so that's not so bad. So there's nothing new at this end, but for drone wise or anything, there's been no flying because of the bad weather we've been having. Saigon, I seen you came in the first line chat there, but you popped out. Are you at work or are you at home or you got to exercise your drones yesterday? Cool. I saw Paul Murray went on live yesterday. That was strange. Paul Murray going on live. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Sleeping Bear. Hope you're doing well. Hope you got some warm weather down there. '62 Fahrenheit down there. Wow. Yeah, well, I hope it warms up a lot better this afternoon. Johnny West, how you been doing? Hey, Paul.
Morning, Roger. How are you doing?
I'm not hearing you for some reason.
You're not?
I can't hear you, Paul.
Test. Oh, wait a minute. What about
You playing
now?
around with me, Paul?
Can you hear me now?
Hey, Paul.
No, that's muted. That's
Okay, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, what? I thought maybe it was something on my end.
I thought I had my speakers up loud enough. I guess I didn't.
Oh, okay.
One of the few live shows I enjoy Bandram most. Doing 40 Fahrenheit over there now. It's doing -4 Fahrenheit here this morning.
Good morning, Johnny West. How are you doing? Dylan Panko, you can hear us. Sleeping Bear hears us. Okay.
Yes, my speakers were turned down too much. That's why.
We are good, Roger.
Okay. Because I get on early in the morning. I don't want to put my speakers on too loud because somebody will wake up not being happy camper. Hey, okay, you're looking for a parking lot, Saigon? Okay, that's a bugger, man. You got to get up to look for a parking lot. That's bad.
Oh my.
So how's the weather down there, Paul?
Well, cloudy. Not raining or anything, but just dingy looking, you know. How's with you?
-4 this morning, cold, but sunny.
Saigon, RC dude. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Every time that sun comes up, we freeze our butts off.
I see your plow guy still hasn't been there.
No.
Wow, that's a pretty big hump down there by the road to go over.
Yeah.
And it's got to be kind of icy too, right?
Oh, it's all ice. Came and shoveled around the mailbox yesterday. And it's all ice.
Wow. Well, yesterday was a strange day.
Yeah.
But thanks for helping me figure that all out. Now I think I've got it. So
yeah, you stayed on the whole 90 minutes too yesterday. I seen that.
Well, you know, those guys that were on there with me, they just kept wanting to go. And Quicksilver, he's got a great personality.
Yeah. That was him in the car?
Yeah. He's a paramedic too.
Yeah.
And He did really, really, really well. He wanted to know what it was all about, and I thought he did really well. He told the story about. Were you on when he was on, Roger?
No.
Okay. He told the story about a friend of his suggested social media to kind of get out and about a little bit, and suggested your channel, Canadian Drone Hub.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And so he enjoys it so much. That's why he's been on social media.
Okay.
But
Okay, Sleeping Bear, you have a great day. You be safe on the road or whatever, wherever you're doing.
Sleeping Bear, take care. Yeah. So that was his kind of story.
Yeah, I was supposed to go for a blood test this morning, but when I woke up, I saw how cold it was. No, I'll go tomorrow morning.
Hey, you were talking about you got to drive over to Drummondville, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to call your plow guy and ask him to come over and get it again, or?
Well,
I mean,
if he doesn't come over, I'm sure my landlord will probably come down and give it a 1 bucket shot.
I mean, it's perfect for plowing. I mean, it's sunny, partly cloudy skies. Now's the time you want to scoop it out of there.
Yeah. Hey, JDS.
JDS.
I was probably called my next door neighbor and asked him to come over and give it a shot with his tractor, just for the entrance way. But he usually comes up and drags it all down and he shoves it in the ditch on the other side.
Well, that looks like it's almost a 2-foot high hump out there by the dry.
Yeah, well, let's put this one. I went over with my truck the other day, went stunk.
Well, and plus, it's just the fact that you got to go up and over that would slow down any kind of momentum you have for going up the hill, you know?
Yeah, well, that's what happened yesterday. And the guy brought my pills yesterday. He had a little bit of problem coming up, but he made it up. He had a small car on top of that. You just saw the link, Dylan? Cool.
Yeah. Still nothing upstairs.
Oh, no? Oh, I'm sure he's probably found the place already. He's moving out.
I don't know. It is kind of quiet up there, but the car's there late at night. And I do hear a little bit of movement on and off, but I don't hear a... In fact, I'm going to go... Break back, Roger. I'm going to go look and see if the car's there now.
Okay. Saigon is back. Hey, Brent, how you doing? Hey, Dylan.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Yourself?
Not bad, not bad. Freezing our butts off, but not bad.
Yeah, -4 sounds kind of cold.
Yeah, it is.
That's when you want the preheated batteries.
Yeah.
I had to take all mine out for an exercise yesterday because it's been a few weeks since I'd flown. They're starting to self-deplete.
Oh. Yeah, I'll ask Paul when he gets back there, Brent.
Yeah, his car's still there. Nothing's changed there.
Brent, what's up if you took your meds, Paul?
Good question. What day is today?
Wednesday,
I think.
Wednesday. Oh, well, yeah.
Good morning there, Paul.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Another day in paradise, right?
Yeah, sunny California.
Well,
First time in a while.
Yeah, it was sunny here, but it's freezing. Every time that sun comes out, we freeze our butts.
Yesterday was my first time applying for a 2-hour air traffic control authorization. Kind of weird asking for 2 hours, but no, I had
Oh yeah.
9 batteries I had to exercise.
Wow.
Yeah, they start to self-deplete after a little while, and they don't like that. So I brought them down to about 1 bar and then charged them all up, which took about 6 hours.
Oh, okay. So where'd you go flying around?
I flew from my driveway because I wasn't really looking for any particular shots, and I had other stuff to do shortly thereafter. So, but I live right next to Class D airspace, so I had to get authorization.
Okay.
But apparently, I can get up to 350 feet, but I only asked for 100, so it was within 10 seconds. I had a text saying you're clear to fly.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was really quick and simple. I applied for one on Sunday to fly less than a mile from an airport, which I wasn't sure if I was even going to get, but 48 hours later, I did get it. I can only go to 50 feet though. So,
Okay.
but I'm only doing a storefront, and I don't need the roof in the shot, so I don't see any reason to go any higher than 50 feet. I'm probably going to only go to 30 feet at most.
But if you don't phone the airport, but you do fly 60 feet only, can you still get in trouble?
If you mean if I'm like Class G airspace where there's
Yeah.
no air traffic, no, I can fly below 400 feet, so 399.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, like where you were, you said you're doing the storefront and you had to ask
Oh,
permission.
I'm going to Reno, so I'm going to be right next to Reno International Airport, and I had to ask for. If you're anytime you're in controlled airspace, you have to ask for authorization. But because I was so close,
Yeah.
it wasn't instant. I had to wait 2 days to get the approval, and they told me it could be up to I think 2 weeks, but I got it 2 days later.
Okay.
Did you do that through Link?
I did it through Kitty Hawk, which does it through
Kitty Hawk,
Lance.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no, not Kitty Hawk. I had to use AirMap. Kitty Hawk wanted to charge me more money to get authorization that close to the airport. Whereas I tried before you fly, and they wanted more money too. And then finally, AirMap was like, "No, we don't care. Here, we'll send in the authorization." So they sent it off, and I had to tell them that I'm going to have my safety vest, and I'm doing an evening flight to get a twilight shot of the building. I had to tell them I'll have the anti-collision light, which I'm picking up later today. But it's simple enough. But no, here when you check the Kitty Hawk, it tells you right on the. Well, I can't show you on the. It doesn't work right on the camera. It tells you right on the app the maximum height you can get to get instant authorization. So
Yep.
like here at my house, it's 350 feet. Anything above that, you have to wait for possibly 90 days.
Yeah. A lot of guys aren't comfortable, or they don't really totally understand how to use those applications. And as 107 pilots, we do that kind of stuff regularly, but the average hobbyist doesn't quite understand how to make that happen. And that's good that you put that up.
I did have to watch the video 3 times to make sure I understood how to do it. But once I learned you click map, click on your little dot, I started to understand. And now I don't need to check the videos anymore. But yeah, the first 3 times I used the Kitty Hawk app, I did have to check the YouTube how to get the authorization. But yesterday I applied for a hobby flight because I wasn't doing anything for money and I wasn't going high. Whereas what I'm doing on Friday is Part 107 because I am being compensated. I did ask for authorization.
Now, did you use Remote Pilot 101?
Oh yes.
Did you get the notification of the new rule changes as far as what we have to do as far as registering with the new number? Like on my previous 2 licenses, I had an ID number was about this long. Now they're going to shorten it down smaller, and you have to go and put your new number in, and then shrink it. It will shrink it down and give you reissue you a new identification number.
I haven't received any notifications. I do follow and get notifications from Remote Pilot on YouTube, and I am on the FAA mailing list, so I get their website, their emails. I did just pay $5 each to register my drones commercially, so I hope I don't have to pay another $5. But whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, I found it very interesting. Let me see if I can find the link to it.
Yeah, I follow Jason very closely because he tends to stay in the up and up and know what's going on, and then share the information in a very organized fashion. Makes it easy to follow and understand. I don't know why or how I even bothered with studying the Part 107 before that website.
Well, I don't see the darn thing now.
Did you find it?
It was in my email when I turned it on this morning. Now, since I looked at it.
Is it from Remote Pilot?
Yeah.
Well, he has a YouTube channel. Was it a YouTube video or was it just a text email?
I think it was a text. No, it was a video on YouTube. But
Remote Pilot 101. Let's see what he's got in his YouTube channel. Yeah, I did just because I got my license like a week and a half ago. I was able to finally register my stuff commercially. Oh, and I did get that little name badge you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
I ordered it. It's hanging on the vent in my truck along with the vest that's behind hanging off the back of the seat. And then I have a little fluorescent landing pad to take off from. Now I'm just going to get the 3 little tiny road cones to go
nobody should ever walk up to you and say, "What are you doing?"
He did launch a video 22 hours ago, and I did not get the notification. I'm not sure why.
Yeah. Anyway, it's some good information. It's not that long a video, too, so you might want to watch that, Dylan.
Doesn't matter if it's long or short. I'm going to watch it because it's good to stay in the know, and I don't want to be in trouble in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I think it was just to let everybody know about the rules change.
Yeah, well, good. I want to be in the good press, not the bad press. I want to set an example, not be an example. But it's it is. So after I got my text authorization for the flight I'm doing on Friday, I copied both texts. I applied for 2 flights, and I pasted those in an email and put in a ton of keywords: where I'm going, the store name, remote or Lance authorization, and then sent myself an email so that I can remember that for a lifetime in case it ever comes back on me. Hey, did you have authorization to fly there? Oh, let me check through my texts. Oh, my phone crashed. No, it's backed up on Google.
Okay.
That was something that they, I forget who recommended that, but that's a really good piece of advice also. Put in a ton of keywords so that you don't go, what did I say in that? So I can find it again. Lance, remote pilot, FAA authorization, ATC authorization, air traffic control authorization. Just put in everything and then copy the entire text and stick it down in the email. Yeah, even as a hobbyist, you're required to do it. And me, I'm actually in the flight path of 2 airports where I am. If I was, I think it's 2 or 3 blocks west, I wouldn't be able to fly about 100 feet because then there's the Healdsburg Airport runway lines up with the Santa Rosa Airport runway, and they both line up, and you wouldn't be able to fly.
I'm glad I don't have that kind of problem here.
Yeah, I heard you guys are on a whole lot of property. I was watching Val's Life, I think it was last night, and Kim was talking about you guys you're far away from everything, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah. We got an airport about 15, 20 miles away from here.
So, I don't know. That's kind of close.
Well, we still got we're out of the red zone. So, but we do have helicopters that come by once in a while. The Army helicopters came by very low, but I never understand why they're allowed to fly so low.
I don't want to stir the pot and kick a hornet's nest, but our sheriff Henry 1, they fly so low and so fast it shakes our house. Yeah. Actually, somebody started a thread on. There's an app called Nextdoor. It's like Facebook but for your neighborhood.
Okay.
And some people commented on the airport noise, and well, of course, I commented. It was here long before us. And to be honest, I love airplanes. I love helicopters. Yeah. With one exception. The Henry 1 comes in so low and fast it shakes my house, and several people commented that they're veterans, and it sets off their PTSD. because the sound and the noise and the fact that it's shaking their walls. But we have Reach is a air ambulance. They fly really high, they fly really slow, and you can barely even know they're. I mean, you can hear them, but it's not like you can hear the sheriff coming. You just they're coming in hard, they're coming in hot, and I understand. Like one person was like, "Well, but they're first responders. They have to hurry, not to return home." Yeah. So sure, when they're headed away and they're going north, okay, maybe they're on a mission to go save someone's life. Okay, I'm not going to get in the way of that. Well, I'm not going to get in the way of anything, but I'm definitely not going to cause a huff over, slow down on your way to save a life. But on your way home, do you really need to fly that low and fast? Because from what I understand, you have to be 500 feet minimum above the highest object. That goes for trees. That goes for cell towers and buildings. Also, you need to fly high enough that if you lose power, you can glide to a safe landing spot. Well, if you're 300 feet up flying on 200 miles an hour or 100 miles an hour, how are you going to safely land? So that sounds to me like you're an FAA violation right there, and you're not leading by example, and you're the police. You're supposed to be setting a good example.
Yeah, because here the other day, it was around 8 o'clock in the morning. They were flying in formation, the helicopters, and they flew over. I could see it. If I had my camera on, I could have recorded them coming this way, and they were damn low, and the whole house shook and everything, and I was surprised to see them that low that time.
Yeah, I mean, part of me really enjoys it, but not when it's every day.
Yeah.
I love helicopters. I love airplanes. I'm all for the little private jets, everything. I love aircraft in general, but every day it starts to drone on you.
Well, here it's just once in the blue moon, but just the same, when you're not prepared for it, you're not prepared for it. Yeah. Logs 187, how you doing this morning? Johnny West, hey, good morning. Yeah, so and I think it was the first week we started moving in here, because I rented the house here and we left it empty for a month when I rented it. But I was coming here and Kim and I were working on the property and the lawns and everything. Mm-hmm. And two jets flew by, and man, they had no numbers on them. They were gray, and they flew right over the house here. Two of them, one beside each other almost, very, very low. Mm-hmm. I mean, Kim and I were looking at each other, holy shit, what do we get ourselves involved in? Is this going to be every day or what? Yeah. But what was happening is that they had an air show going on at the airport.
Okay, we have those.
Yeah, so they were out practicing, I guess, but they had no numbers on the bloody thing. That's why I was trying to find the numbers on them. I couldn't find the numbers on them.
Yeah, a lot of people.
That's how low they were.
They get in a real huff around here. Oh, my dog's freaking out because of the noise and this and that. I understand. I'm sympathetic to the pets, but I love the sound of those jets when they do that vertical climb and just roll back the throttle. Oh, I start to salivate. I'm like, get the bucket, quick, get the bucket.
But when we get the air show down here, it's for sure we don't fly. We don't
fly. Yeah. That stuff happens so quickly when that kind of stuff's happening. You can't get out of the way. I posted a picture on my Facebook and Instagram last night and this morning of when I flew my Enterprise. I loaded up. You can click the airbox and then it goes full screen. It shows you where every single aircraft is in your proximity, and you can track their movements. And up in the corner, it actually tells you it doesn't tell you their full ID number, but tells you part of it and tells you their distance from you. It's pretty cool. To be honest, I wish they did that on more of the drone systems, so that the FAA would be less in a huff to get everybody to do ADS-B and all this other jazz that's probably going to kill these little tiny drones, FPV, ultra micro airplanes, and some park flyer models. Even if it doesn't, even if they could carry the weight, can the owner carry the expense of buying the system and maintaining the service? We have, I think it's 30 more days for people to, please, if you're watching, comment. Even if it's a short comment, make it civil, make it polite, but comment that you for it or against it. I haven't, from what I've heard, there's not a single for it comment on there, the 5,000+ comments, which is fine. I understand. I don't want to pay a monthly subscription to some weird third-party service that's going to save every piece of my information. And what are they going to do with it?
Yeah.
Are they going to sell it? How are they going to use it? Like, no, sorry. And I was talking with my neighbor because he doesn't really know much about the drones. And These Mavics have so much technology packed into them that it probably took me 20 minutes, half an hour, and the whole time it's like, wow, they do that? You can do that? And one of the things I brought up was, yeah, so they're proposing that if you see a drone up there, you as a consumer can just download an app and see where I'm standing and my name and my address. And to be honest, I think I've said it on here, I'm all for ATC, the fire department, police, sheriff, all those government agencies knowing who I am and where I'm standing and what I'm doing in my drone. I get that, but I'm not for the general public understanding that. No.
Did you put your comment then down on the FAA thing there? You know, everybody's got to put in their say into it.
Yeah, I have my significant other. We all have our strong points. I can fix anything, but when it comes to writing, my grammar and spelling, it's not so good. So I'm having her watch a few videos, and then she's going to type it all up, and then we're going to offer it up to all of our friends and say, hey, change up a few of the sentences because you can't just copy and paste this and then post it on there because everybody needs to comment. And so I'll give you what we wrote, just change it up a little bit, and then you can post also, because the more people that post, maybe we'll get them to not introduce this legislation. But if they do introduce the legislation, if enough people comment and they do introduce the legislation, it'll show that the FAA's someone's pockets, their hands are in there. And that's no good. We can't have people bribing the government, Amazon wanting to control the skies to deliver their packages.
Well, I know for a fact that right now here in Canada, it's quiet. I have a feeling they're going to wait to see what's going on in the States. And then as soon as everything passes in the States, then they're going to do the same freaking thing here.
Yeah.
That's how our transport minister works here. He copies off the States what they do. So then he does it here. That's what he does.
The way I understand it, see it, and my observation is that a lot of what happens in California kind of dictates the rest of the country. We're kind of a leader in a lot of things, good and bad. So it'll be really interesting to see. But again, everyone who's watching now and watches this stream later, please put in some sort of comment, but be civil about it. Don't say you're going to take it out of my cold, dead hands. Something simple. I don't want, where's my information going to be used? I'm not okay with that. I'm okay with police knowing where I'm standing, but not the general public. I don't know how comfortable I am with Amazon delivering my pot, So.
I know.
Sorry to sound like a broken record because I think we've talked about this, but at the same time, it is a very big deal.
It is a big deal for you guys. Like, like they passed this bill, like, hey, Southern Sawyers, how you doing? Southern Soy.
Hey, about Sawyers. That, I had a phone call from Lawrence, and he brought me up to date on what's going on over there. And
we were lip reading. We could do it. We were talking about it.
His wife now, she was admitted last night into the hospital. She with intestinal issues, and now they want to move her to another department in the hospital because they see some irregular heartbeat. And so, and on top of that, Lawrence has been having the same symptoms like stomach problems, and now his daughter has it too. So they don't know whether it's what's going on. They're getting testing. Lawrence was up there until 5 o'clock this morning. He just got back home, and I would suggest everybody say a prayer for Lawrence, and he told me that Herman now is having problems. He's having pain, kidney and liver pains. And so he hasn't been doing well either. So I don't know what's going on in New York City, but everybody just say have some kind thoughts and pray for their recovery soon. And Herman's scheduled to be on those guys at tonight, and Lawrence just wanted to let us know what's going on. It's not that it's been canceled for tonight, but
okay.
He said, please let everybody know what we're trying to work things out.
Okay, I'll get back to my subject there. It's like when we had lots of people come down from the States to fly here. And by our rules, for Americans come down to fly here, they have to ask Transport Canada for a certain permission to fly on which day you're going to fly, what time you're going to fly, you know, so they can give you the permission to do that for the Americans coming down here. So Centroid sent up, and you got to send that paper 1 month ahead of time, so you get the answer. So Centroid sent out 2 months ahead of time. He had time to come down here, fly, go back home, go back to work. Then he finally gets an answer back from Transport Canada. Well, you still got to fill these documents out here before you fly.
Yep. They were asking.
That's how fast our transport company.
They were asking for more information from him in September.
Yeah. Hey, dropping a like at work can't stay. Cheers. Okay, Carpenter Rick, thank you so much, my friend.
Hey, Roger, I saw an interesting update on the sub 250 about Canada. Was on who was it? A Drone U did a thing on it, and he spoke directly to Transport Canada. Was asking them questions. He had the opportunity about sub 250 grams, like the mini, you know. And the spokesperson because he said, so does that mean anybody can fly in Canadian airspace as long as it's whether you're a Canadian citizen or American citizen?
Sub micro drone or something?
Yeah. They told him, no, it's micro drone. It doesn't fall under any of our jurisdiction. And it's he asked him like twice, and he still was puzzled by it, because that would mean as an American citizen, you go to Canada, you take a micro drone, you're not, because over here, if you have a micro drone, you still have to follow the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Over there, they pretty much told him, no, there is no rules.
Yeah, I started the episode following that, the prequel to that episode. I haven't actually watched the episode you're talking about, but they mention it. I started it last night, but then realized, I'm getting up to be on live stream. I need to be up early tomorrow, so I pause.
Yeah. So that's weird. I know if you phone Transport Canada here, they don't even know what the laws are.
Oh, good.
You know, I mean, oh wait, I'll transfer you. Oh wait, I'll transfer you. Oh wait, I don't know. I'll have to look into it and call you back. You know, I mean, that's ridiculous. You know.
So that would mean, to me, that would seem it'd be really hard to enforce laws you don't understand or know. So if you got a violation, it seemed like it'd be pretty easy to fight. Not that I encourage you flying illegally, but.
And here in Canada, they've only got 10 inspectors for drones.
Oh, 10?
10 in all of Canada.
And that was the other thing, Roger, that Paul over there at Drone U said, is that when he talked to the Transport Canada person, the representative that he talked to, he said, well, you know, that information isn't widely understood across the board by all the local police and whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos on YouTube of confrontations with the cops, and the Part 107 holders just put them in their place. Like, no, I'm allowed to be here. No, I'm allowed to do this. I am in compliance. I don't recommend debating with the police, but when you were in the right, well, okay.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's educate them. Let's teach them. That's what they do with us. And they don't know everything. They may think they do, but there's been a couple of times where I've called them out on stuff and been like, no, actually, Google, Siri. I hope that people didn't have their iPhones unlocked when I said that. Sorry. I've learned since I've started streaming, because this is like the second show I've been on, to not say the AMAZON word or ALEXA.
Yeah.
Everybody's garage door opens up.
No, but I'm very, RC dude, yes sir. Sam Hayden. Like I'm very surprised for Transport Canada. Though. They shove out the rules so freaking fast they don't even understand them themselves. So
that's not, that doesn't help anybody. That's not good.
yeah.
Let's see here. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is even going to show up, but I'll give it a try anyway. Does it focus on my screen? No, of course not. Oh, there it goes. So you can see the blue dots are aircraft.
Yeah.
And then near the top is that little triangle. That's my drone. And then what would be in the upper corner over here is all the different aircraft in their location to me. But you can see the runway lines and then the airspace.
Yeah.
But this shows up on the Enterprise, whereas it doesn't show up on like the Mavics. So to me, this is perfect. If it already comes factory that way, and it's so easy to use it, as soon as I turn it on, it's active. Oh, you have I get a warning that pops up. You have an aircraft that's really close by. Descend, please. And there was actually one point where my drone came down, and I said, no. I have authorization to be here. That aircraft is a long way away. I can see it, and you're directly above me. No, go back up. But it did start to automatically descend. I'm all for that, 100%. 100%. Put it on all the drones that can carry that, excluding, I don't want to be biased, but you guys will like this, the FPV stuff. I think this should be exempt. You guys don't fly that far. You don't fly that high. You're zipping along ground level through the trees, not above the trees, through the buildings, not above the buildings. So I'm all for them being exempt because the weight is a huge critical factor. But the larger stuff like the Mavics and the Inspires and all that stuff, by all means, put it in there. I'll pay the extra few bucks so that I know where the air traffic is and they know where I am. All for it, not a problem.
Well, and that's the problem. Nobody from DJI, since I fly all DJI stuff,
me too,
will tell us, is it a software or is it a hardware? Because I have the Mavic 2 and I had both Enterprises and they had that APAS, and you could see all that stuff. And it would respond to that. But they won't tell you, they don't seem to want to tell us that, we can just do a firmware update and you can have that on your Mavic 2 Zoom,
Yeah, so they might be worried about hackers getting into the firmware or whatnot and changing things up.
Could be.
So, but I'm all for it. I have no problem with it. I have because I'm in compliance when I fly. Most of my flights are actually out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Where if they're going to require me to have internet service, which I'm hearing rumors they're not going to require internet service for out in the middle of nowhere. But I don't know for sure because I haven't read all 300 and some pages. All those flights out there in the middle of nowhere, it would be nice to have it automatically have it on board to connect to ADSB, but I don't want to have to be connected to the internet to fly. And if I'm not connected, that means I can't fly.
That's my issue. Yep.
Because I do. If you watch some of my drone flights out in the forest, I'm 30 or 40 miles away from a city over several ridge lines, even cell coverage not happening. Yep. I had a friend strap his cell phone onto my drone and go up to 500 feet to see if it would get reception. No.
Yep. That's the issue. And the other thing that really bothers me is this third-party stuff.
What are they going to do with the info?
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go make myself another coffee.
Yeah, the third-party issue is not only the sharing of the information. It is a bother because nobody should have the right to know that Paul Murray lives at this address,
or he's standing right here.
Yeah, exactly. But the other thing is that the FAA has completely stayed away from third parties that are going to handle this. They haven't set the how much money you can charge for that.
They're saying like $5 a month, but they're just saying that's a proposed amount.
Yeah, and it's up to the provider to decide that.
And then it could go up. in a year or two. Yep. Oh, sorry, we started up. We found that our cost of operations higher, so it's got to charge more money. Oh, sorry, there's more people than we can handle. We need bigger servers. We're charging more money.
Exactly.
So again, I'm all for law enforcement. Let's just make that a broad term, being all the types. All for it. Not a problem at all.
Yep.
In fact, I encourage it because it'll keep more people in compliance. Because again, we want good press, not bad press. And those the people that are flying at 2,000 feet right next to the airport, or they're flying in the flight path. No, don't do that. It's making it harder for us that are following the rules and regulations, because look what they're doing. Now they're proposing even more laws, rules, and regulations. It was only a few years ago, there was no such thing as Part 107. Right. No, it's because all these people doing things the wrong way that now you have to do it. So I don't know. It'll be an interesting journey, that's for sure. But yeah, kind of a loss for words. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. I don't quite understand the whole premise behind it, but it is what it is,
Yeah. Yeah, and we're going to see what happens. It'll be interesting to find out if it passes, even with all these comments they've currently had. I don't know. But
in my opinion, if it passes, Dylan, it's going to pass simply because of one reason. The big boys have control.
Mm-hmm.
Not the little guys, not you and I, not everybody else that's flying. It's the big boys.
Which is weird because we represent a huge number. Yep. Or what, 1.5 registered drones? 1.5 million?
Yep.
That's a lot. And that's just the registered ones. There's a lot of people that don't even register their drones.
Well, and besides that is a kind of a fictitious number, because most people I know that are hobbyists, they have a registration number assigned to them, but they might have 4 or 5 drones.
Yeah, and it's the same registration number.
Yes.
It's only when you go register commercially.
It's only counted as one. Yep.
Yeah, it's when you go register commercially that each one is unique.
Yep.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting, but I'm glad I'm over the major hurdle at this point of the 107. Granted, I hear that's going to be having changes coming up possibly soon, but I'm glad I got in now.
Yep, exactly.
So, then hopefully Jason will, whatever changes, he'll take care of us.
He does. It won't be a That's big one deal. Thing I know about Remote Pilot 101. Before, when I took it the first time, there was no Remote Pilot 101. You had to go out and scrounge and find all that information by watching this Chelsea and
Tony
and Chelsea and this over here, somebody else talking about something. So you had to kind of glean it all together,
Yeah, I watched that video from Tony, I don't know, 10 times. And there's another gentleman that has a 2.5-hour video too. I watched it about 10 times. But all they really do is cover the questions on the test prep. And not all of those questions are on the real test. No, they don't prepare you like a lenticular cloud or standing lenticular cloud. They don't cover that information. That was on the test for me. I had a question about that.
But the sad part of it is, can you imagine because you took it through one Remote Pilot that was available to you. Can you imagine me studying with no Remote Pilot and going by those guys? And they tell you in there that there's 385 pool questions, and your question could be different, because it just pulls them at random and by category. And the first time I took it, and of course I passed the first time around and everything was fine, but it's like, man, was I cramming every bit of information.
Yeah, it's almost like you go to the airport and you go take, might as well get a private pilot's license.
Yes.
Because it's
Roger's qualified now to fly a helicopter, aren't you, Roger?
Yeah.
Man, I would love to have that.
Our test here, just our basic test, you got to know how to fly a helicopter.
What?
He had to know all about the cyclic and the pedals on the floor and how to increase your flight and what the pedals articulating, what it does to the tail rotor.
I understand all that information. I don't have it in any practical sense, but I know what the pedals do. I know what the cyclic does, and the throttle, and the load on the props or the rotors. I get all that, and I understand all that. But that's something else. Because when we take the test, we're basically the only thing missing from the Part 107. Let's exclude helicopters. Is throttle, flaps, landing gear. I mean, we have to know landing patterns, how to communicate with air traffic control. You got to understand how to read the METARs, the TAFs, and the all that stuff, and the
aircraft loading and the stress on the aircraft on fixed wing.
The load factor.
Yep. But the thing of it is everybody says, why is that on there? Well, because UAV covers fixed wing as well.
Yeah, it does. And it is a factor when you're flying. It does matter when you're going in for a bank and a turn. And some of these park flyer models even like, or so some of what Parrot makes a crop surveying drone it's a mono wing.
Yeah.
And that the load factor is going to apply. Granted, it's pretty much 99% autopilot, so it's not going to do any hard bank turns, but it is a factor, and it does need to be covered. So, the amount of information required is almost intimidating, but at the same time, the way they break it down by parts of the test in remote pilot, weather, the traffic landing patterns and whatnot. Now, I spent months since I've been on there, but they break it down, and at the end of each study course, they give you a practice test. And you can retake that as many times as you want, and then you can go down at the end, you take your final exam, and I did pretty well. My only issue is that I took the actual test after a camping trip that was very much a party camping trip. I should have scheduled it 2 days after.
Was the computer screen a little blurry, was it?
It was all right. No, the computer screen was fine. I wasn't that bad off, but it was more I just wasn't all there. But I still got 88% because I'd crammed. I watched his videos over and over and over. That I pretty much knew it all. Yeah. The only one that I didn't know on there was they had a NOTAM all spelled out, and it looked kind of like a METAR on steroids, like just super long. And Jason never covered how to read a METAR. He talks about them. I know what they are. Yeah. Or no, not METAR. The Noticed Airman. I understand what they are and what they mean, but I don't know how to read them. And that was one of the things on there. The one downside to Jason's one remote pilot is I wrote them twice, and both times I got an acknowledgement of the email, but I never got a reply. And one of them was to that fact about the Noticed Airman is, hey, by the way, that was on my test, and it was this huge thing. I don't know how many characters, probably close to 100, and I had no idea how to read it. So I guaranteed I missed that one. Yeah. Can you cover that in in some sort of episode or part of the test prep? And I got a reply saying, "Oh, thanks for your email." I never got anything else. So,
well, Roger took the test and he passed the basic test, and now he's studying for the advanced, right, Roger?
Nope.
Nope. That was a quick reply.
I keep trying to push Roger to take the advanced test. And he says, nope.
Well, advanced meaning what? I don't know.
You got the basic, it's like for hobbyists, and after that you got the advanced, it's like your 107.
Okay, so yeah, like we're about to have the study or the require for the hobbyist in March, I think it is.
Yeah,
the online test. Yeah. So we don't have that yet. So that's why I was like, what is that? But yeah, in
the Canadian 10 version of the 107, which is called the advanced, you have to go and have a flight tester test you actually flying the drone.
Yeah,
fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, because I don't want, just because you're good at taking a test, being able to certify that now you can fly over people and around buildings and everything like that, but yet you're not really good at what you're supposed to be able to do.
Yeah, no, wholeheartedly agree. I know I've met a few people in my life that are really good at taking tests without even studying. They're just really good at taking tests. And there's a lot of, let's use drivers as an example. There's a lot of people out there that can pass the test, but they're terrible drivers. They have no idea. I tow on a regular basis with 10,000 pounds behind my truck that weighs 7,000 pounds. And they take their little Honda and they don't want to get behind me to get off that next exit. They'd rather zoom in front of me, cut me off to get to that exit to save what, a second and a half? Do you realize that I would just flatten you? Like, so again, there needs to be more practical hands-on knowledge. I don't want to exclude those that are new to the hobby to make it so hard for them to pass the test that it's not possible. But I've got over 1,000 hours of RC flying in my 11 years of experience. And so, yeah, I'm fine with it, but I would hate, I'm all for, so I guess I could sum it up with, I'm all for hoops, but make them achievable. I don't want to have to be an Olympic athlete to get through that hoop.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I don't mind going to the gym for, 3 or 4 months to bulk up and practice, but I don't want to have to study for years to get it.
Yep.
That's a little ridiculous.
And Roger flies enough and flies well enough. He could pass that with flying colors, but he doesn't like taking the test.
Check what Asgard Studios just wrote down.
Quiz before I could fly, asking me questions about drone rules. But I just updated my Mavic 2 Zoom, I think it was yesterday. The only difference I had is that it said you're in controlled airspace, and I had to click a bunch of boxes, enter my cell phone number, and they sent me a text to prove that my phone number was, or verify my phone number was correct, and I had to enter the number into my aircraft, the screen. Yeah. And then all the previous flights I was fine. I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, but Asgard, because Asgard Studios, he lives here in Canada.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a Canadian thing, because again, I just updated mine yesterday, and I didn't have that.
Well, what I'm wondering too is, since it wasn't on for so long, if they didn't wonder if it got sold off to somebody else.
No.
So they were doing a preliminary of what, just to get an idea, because it seems to me that DJI is trying to be proactive rather than reactive.
Absolutely.
And I would rather they do that. And so Asgard was that Hugh, was that basics, like we all know, the 400 feet, the this, the that?
Yeah, I'd love to know more details on that. Yeah. If you could like type something in, or if you have a link to some sort of video. Or that's the first I've heard of that.
Maybe Hugh, if you got a minute to come on here and tell us what that was all about. Maybe Roger, what do you think, Roger?
Okay, if he has time, come in.
Yeah, I'm curious to know about that.
These like questions like proximity to DC, access through lands. We don't need that crap here.
No.
In Canada? Really?
Not unless your famous Transport Canada is now going to try and copy that whole program.
Now you got me really, like, gears are turning inside, wondering what's that all about.
Hugh, do you feel like coming on? Yeah, are you set up yet, or what? He just moved into a new house. He's getting everything. Oh, okay, he wants to come in? Okay, I'll send you a link, Hugh. Hold on, won't be long.
Yeah, let's just share this data. I'm curious about this one.
You can tell us what's going on, because I suspect, and Roger suspects, I think, I can't speak for Roger, but the Transport Canada over there seems to want to kind of piggyback off what the FAA's doing, and then they try to put their own spin on it, but they want the FAA to do everything for them, and then they just say, yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Well, you guys have to have a basic hobbyist license. I forget what you saw, a beginner test or something over there. So Why not just enter that? Don't you have an ID number for that? So enter it into your profile and then be done with it. I mean, as long as your license is current, it should be good enough as far. At least.
Well, I don't know, Roger. Maybe you know, because they give them a great big paper license, and I don't know if that has an ID, or if Transport Canada has ever required them to enter that, like if they register a drone or anything. I don't know.
And when you get your temporary airman certificate, they don't give you a number.
No.
And you get your printable version, which is really frustrating.
You know that stamp they give you on your temporary one at the testing center?
Yeah, the embossed one.
They eliminated that now, according to that new video from him from
Really?
Remote Pilot 101.
I feel like that's a badge of honor. I like having an embossed stamp. I was really stoked when they did that.
Well, you know what? Government always used to give you that big seal, you know?
Okay. Yeah,
Everybody please hit that like button. Much appreciated, guys.
Yes. Good thing, Roger. Roger's got to always remind me. Because I just come straight on and I
just get all excited and forget all about the thumbs up.
Yes. So it's there, Roger. Now I promise.
Okay.
I'm watching the count. It hasn't moved yet.
Yeah, it went up. Okay.
Yeah, now I still got the gears a turning. I'm curious. I want to hear about this test that he's talking about.
Well, it was like an online quiz. He said.
Go back on the remote pilot study up again.
But that's in Canada. Asgard's in Canada, so
okay. Well, what happens there? Let's see if it stays there. Is it like Vegas? Although Vegas is changing their catchphrase from what happens here stays here to anything happens here or something.
Yeah. Anything goes here.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, anything goes. I'm going to Reno tomorrow. Reno's kind of like the micro version of Vegas.
Yep. Reno isn't quite as hyped up as Vegas is.
And it's teeny.
Yeah.
There's still cool stuff there, though. We have there's a sporting goods store that's so big they have a Ferris wheel inside. It's called Shields. Yeah. And then Cabela's is not very far, and there's another one that's fairly large that's right there in Reno. But the thing I'm really excited about is we're going to Reno Gun and Range, and they have Class 3 machine guns. We're not allowed to even think about that stuff here in California. Can't even think about it.
Okay, here you go. I'm going to send it again.
Yes, come on, please. I'm curious. Now I want to fire up my drones and see if there's a new update.
I'm waiting for it to turn blue on my thing, but it's not turning blue. So I'll try and send it the same. Here you go. I just hope it goes out.
Go out through the interwebs, as Bush would say.
Paul, Hugo put his email in there if you want to try and send him the link with that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there right now to try and do that.
Oh, you got it. Okay, you just got to download Zoom now. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So Saigon, did you find yourself a parking spot yet? Furball Kim's in the chat.
Morning there, Furball Kim. It's been a while. I think it's been less than 12 hours. No, about 12 hours.
Oh, this sun feels good.
Did you wake him up, Roger?
No, he woke himself up. I don't know. It's probably from all the coughing I've been doing. I don't know.
I've been there. I've only been clean for about 2.5 months.
Yeah, I haven't stopped smoking though, but my morning ritual: sneezing, blowing my nose, and coughing.
Yeah, currently that's been mine too. Oh, I see somebody popping up.
Hey, how you doing?
There's you.
Morning.
No, he woke himself up. I don't know.
There we are.
Hey, morning.
Probably from all the coughing I've been doing. I don't know.
You need to mute your YouTube.
Mailman just went by, got no mail. I haven't stopped smoking though, but makes a long time.
It's been a long time since he's been on. He's kind of forgotten all those little things.
Okay, I'm just trying to see if I can get this thing working here.
Yeah.
Am I in?
Yep, you're in.
You're in.
Okay. What's up? Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Long time no see, buddy.
Yeah, no kidding.
You sparked our curiosity. Talk to us.
Yeah, so it was really funny. I haven't updated my DJI Go 4 app or my drone it's been a few months. I've taken off. So this morning I just thought I'd get everything ready because I was going to go for a flight later today. And DJI prompted me to do this, what they call a knowledge quiz. If I can share my screen, I'll show you what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that though.
Down at the very bottom,
Well, first off, pop up the screen you want.
Okay, it's open.
Okay, so now you go to the bottom of the Zoom here, where your picture is and all that. It's got a green box here. It's marked share on it. Go right to the bottom. You got all of us on the camera there.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the Zoom. All I have is a tiny little pop-up.
Yeah. You can make the pop-up bigger.
In the pop-up.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Then you click on share. Then you click on that picture you want to show us.
Share screen.
And you click on share.
Advanced portion screen.
Did you find the share, Hugh? Yeah, there you go.
We'll find out in a second.
Get more done with
the knowledge quiz. Okay, so this is what popped up on my DJI Go 4 app this morning. Things like this. So how far away can you fly a drone? Obviously, these are some basic questions. You got to keep it in line of sight.
Yeah, but there's four of them, not three.
Very specific questions about accessing permission through Lance. Lance doesn't exist in Canada, right? It's very pointed out. It's Nav Canada. Let's see what else we can find here. Other questions related to things like, what to do in the case of you spotting a commercial aircraft. Just trying to see if I can move this page along here. Oops. So apparently this happened July 24th. DJI introduces knowledge quiz for drone operators in Hong Kong. I'm not in Hong Kong, though, am I?
Nope.
Sorry, strange things are happening on my screen. DJI.
It's okay. I'll wait to know.
So Billy Kyle does a walkthrough. Anyway, the questions were a mix of basic drone operations and specific U.S. regulations, which kind of caught me because I'm in Canada. And if I didn't know those things, I happen to know the answers. But if I hadn't, I wouldn't be able to fly my drone this morning, which I thought was a bit annoying.
So you had to answer them on your drone before it would allow you to update, right?
Exactly. I wish I could find some better screens here.
I'm gonna have to ask my next door neighbor if he's got that. If he got that, because he just bought a drone last summer. So
yeah, I thought it might have just been me because I hadn't opened the app in so long. But anyway, something to look for. It was very exciting. Question 4. Here we go. Here's another one. Maximum flight altitude. Okay, 400 feet, 60 meters. That's wrong. Anyway, something to look out for, guys.
Oh, there's your questions. There's a question 7 there.
I can zoom in. Privacy laws. Yeah, I got that one this morning.
Oh, they're still coming in?
I'm not sure what you guys see.
I can see the question 7. What privacy laws apply to the operation of a drone? A, there are no privacy laws. B, FAA privacy regs. C, Federal Trade Commission rules. And D, state and local laws concerning surveillance and invasion.
Yeah, I think I picked D, which was apparently
sounds right.
But I can't believe you guys didn't know about this. Wow.
I was just saying I updated my Mavic Zoom yesterday, and yeah, I didn't have any of that.
I wonder if it's because it's been so long since I've done it. They thought, hey, this guy's rusty. We better test him.
Well, either that, Hugh, or since it's been so long since it's been connected, did you sell it to somebody new?
Yeah, that's possible.
Maybe they were going to test them, Yeah,
there may be some kind of a timer. Who knows? Yeah. Yep. So question 7. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, so would you just stop share when you want to stop share?
Okay. Yeah. Pause share.
Doing some surfing on my end to see what I can find too, because that's.
Well, Hugh, that's interesting. I'm glad you came on here to tell us about that because, everybody now in the States, and I would imagine in Canada, because Roger's brought it up several times about more to follow, in the States here, we're right in the middle, as you have heard, undoubtedly. The FAA is proposing some new massive rule changes. So,
interesting.
Yeah. As soon as that passes there, watch Canada do the same freaking thing.
So, in terms of rules, you're talking about making things more restrictive, or
everybody's got more restrictive. Everybody's got to take a test, and you're going to have internet connection in order to fly. You're going to have to register with a private vendor that will then collect all your flight data. And share your flight data with whoever they determine they want to share it with.
No, thank you.
And it's really got everybody over here our underwear is in a twist, to say the
most. And everybody will be able to see your home address and everything.
No thanks.
So I just pulled up a YouTube video where he shows some screenshots for the Mavic Pro, where he says DJI Knowledge Quiz. DJI is committed to safety and has developed this quick quiz to help you quickly learn safety rules and guidelines for your area. This quiz is about general personal operations. If you have a license or permit, your application's rule may be different. You may skip this quiz up to 4 times in total. What's the... how far can you fly your drone? We already covered that one. There's this guy's got a whole YouTube video about it.
Yeah.
He even walks you through the answers.
Yeah. It's nothing too complicated, but again, it's what bothered me was I'm in Canada, not in the US. So some of these, if it had prevented me from flying this morning, that would have been really annoying. But
yeah.
What do you got?
The FAA,
especially if you're on a commercial job.
The FAA is really coming down on, and everybody, in fact, even Canadians, if you go and look up the proposed FAA, Hugh, you can make a comment. The comment period is through the end of February.
Yeah.
You can make comments on it too.
Yeah, I can't be bothered.
Too
much hassle.
I'm going to add a link to the video.
So, Hugh, I have a feeling it's going to be
Here's a link to the video I was just watching.
What's that, Roger?
With all those new laws coming out, I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of drones up for sale.
Well, here's my position. I'm going to buy the Mavic Mini when my Mavic Air dies. I'm not going to replace it with a 250 gram plus drone. I'm going to buy one of these 249 sub-gram drones and just fly that.
Yeah. Well, Saigon's mailing mine out on the end of next month. So.
Oh, did you order one?
No, Saigon is giving Roger one.
Yeah.
Oh, a Mavic Mini?
Yep.
Yeah.
I just posted a link to a video where the guy walks you through the whole test.
Okay.
Okay, Dylan. Yeah, it's.
So I'm very grateful for that for Saigon. Which
Roger is excited, and Saigon is a hero for doing that.
And Saigon, if you ever feel like you need some homes for your other drones,
have cash, we'll pay.
Steve Brant lives here in Canada, and he put his comment in the FAA also.
Yeah, Brant Ariels did. Yep.
Oh, good for you, Gary.
Question 4: can you fly your drone near a major league sporting game?
Never.
No, not when there's a temporary flight restriction during the game is question A. B, it'd be yes. Ask the security guards for the permission. C, yes, you can if you have a pilot's license. D, yes, you can if you fly over the parking lot.
E, yes, you can if nobody's watching.
Yeah. Where is drone use prohibited? A, city parks within 15 miles of Washington, D.C. or National Airport. Okay, that's the answer. C, over a body of water. D, 100 feet from another drone, or within 100 feet from another drone. And they are some basic questions. I mean, gotta give it that much.
Yeah.
How can you get authorization to fly your drone for commercial purposes? Commercial use of a drone is prohibited by using employed or by a large company that has a drone license, only by buying a specialized commercial drone system, or D, the correct answer, by obtaining a remote pilot certification from the FAA. You're in Canada.
Right.
What?
I know, that's why I find that stupid. You know, I mean,
I wouldn't email them. They would all have to go to church after.
Forgive me, Father, I did fly above 400 feet AGL. I promise I'll never do it again.
And Kim would have to go for absolution, you know?
So Paul,
if you see a passenger,
I'm trying to get ready to film some boats next spring.
Oh, there you go.
St. Lawrence now.
Yeah. Oh, you moved close. Good for you.
Yep.
I'll be looking forward to see those. I mean, it's such a wonderful ability because the weather changes, the ships change, the everything changes every time you fly it. You know, because I have several of the same ship within the same year, but it's different perspectives because of the different surroundings and things.
Oh, for sure.
Yep. Hello, Elaine.
If you're going to be flying over water, there's a few companies that make styrofoam floats that go on the bottom of your drone. So hypothetically, if you crash, it doesn't sink to the bottom.
I don't plan on crashing.
All right.
I drowned my original Mavic Air using those floats.
Huh?
Flip
supposed to keep you above water.
Yeah, I know, but so what happened was just as it was coming down to touch on the water, a wave hit it, flipped the drone over and killed it. So yes, my drone was recoverable.
That's the main thing,
especially if it killed it. I had to send it back and get it.
Especially if you have DJI Care Refresh, then that's the main thing, is having the carcass. I used that with my Pro.
Yeah.
I slammed it into a metal pole at full speed.
Yeah.
Hey, who was it that just was it Original Dobo, or he put a post up that he put his new Skydio in the water and video to follow.
Oh, that's just
what?
Duvandar YouTube.
Yeah, that Skydio is pretty sweet. If I was younger and more active and doing stuff like mountain biking and, out adventuring like I was 20 or 30 years ago, that would be the drone I'd love to have.
That's definitely a specific use drone for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it'll follow a guy on a walker, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I watched Billy Kyle did a video yesterday. Will the Skydio do the cinematic? Well, sure it will. I mean, it's got a camera, right? It's a camera drone.
Yep. And the thing that they seem to glaze over in all of those videos about how to get cinematic shots from whatever drone.
Can you give me a second, guys?
Oh, okay.
Let's say hi to Juvander. Good morning. I'm going to give you a wrench there, my friend. I already have your channel subscribed.
He's actually a friend of mine.
Okay.
Anyway, what I was saying, and I'll make it real quick because I don't want to be long-winded, is they don't put a lot of emphasis on practice how to get cinematic footage. They put a lot of emphasis on the filters, on the camera settings, and all those. But you can have it set up perfect and hand it to somebody that has no idea how to get cinematic views, and you're not going to get cinematic views.
Yeah, I find for finding that information, you're going to go out just for general cinematography, not drone cinematography. One of the things that was when I was up yesterday, I had nothing to do but hover my aircraft. I went in and set it to whatever the bottom setting is on the switch, the tripod mode, and I turned all my expo all the way down. So even full forward, it's just crawling forward. Because you don't want that. Now, if I want that fast action for following a dirt bike or something, I can do that by putting it in the middle or sport mode.
Yeah.
No problem. When I fly for that range, I'm going to want real, slow, and steady. And one of the key things I would bring up is don't rotate. Do like a sideways backwards or forwards, but generally you want to reveal, so you do a backwards shot real slow. Don't rotates make people sick. Also, if you watch it, the cameras have a hard time picking up a rotation. They're never smooth and they never look good. So try to do some sort of reveal, whether it's sideways or forward or backwards, but never a rotate. But yeah, all my stuff I get on just watching cinematography from just in general, not drone cinematography.
So there's a really good channel on YouTube by these two Scottish people, Stuart and Alina. It's called
Stuart Carroll.
Those guys are amazing. And they're professional videographers. They do weddings. They do, cinematographics. Really great stuff. And they've got all kinds of little things you can purchase, like shot lists and booklets on how to get better.
Some of it's free.
A lot of the stuff's free. Most of it is.
I do follow him also. I started with him when he had like 2,000 subscribers, and now he's up to like 200,000. But he deserves every one of those subs because he is really good at what he does. And I think if I remember, he does have a couple of videos specific to doing cinematic like reveals, 7 different kinds of reveals and shots, and then using your smart controller to do automated flight paths. Stuart Carroll he's really phenomenal at what he does. I watch Peter McKinnon for the editing end, but I watch Stuart for the shooting end.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, I said you can't beat that accent. It's great.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a guy down in New Zealand or Australia that does a bunch of like anti-cat videos where he has like little sprayers that spray the cats, and he just did a video about his accent, and it's hysterical when he reads some of the comments, and they're like 4 different ways he can pronounce bear. It's just, and he's really he's lighthearted and funny about it. It's hysterical to watch. But yeah, Stuart Carroll, absolutely. Remote Pilot 101, great. And then Peter McKinnon to learn editing skills. Those are 3 great resources. And Peter is Canadian.
Yes, he is. Boy, that dude is really moving up in the world, man. He's now doing he's with Blink 182. He's with Tom DeLongo right now on the road, filming some kind of documentary for them right now. That should be pretty good.
Well, he's really good.
Oh, he is good.
Really, really good. He comes into goes down to LA all the time. I'd love to see him come up into Northern California so I could show him around to some places most people don't get to see, because that's a lot of what my channel is I show you places that most people don't know exist that you can get into with 4-wheel drive or on a dirt bike or in a Subaru.
What's your channel? I want to make sure I have you subscribed.
It's under my name, Dylan Panko.
Type something in the live chat.
Dylan Panko.
Here we go. I'll just post a link. I started with RC, was the beginning of my channel because I had an online store, but that has since deceased. So now I post outdoor videos because I realize I really love camping. Why not document it? There you go.
One of my favorite places to go play.
There we go, Dylan. I polished your rotors.
Like Pillsbury.
Your sound's on. Your sound's on there.
On base.
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
Let's see here, a link. So yeah, I go out. It's also like a memory book for me. I can go back. So there's a link. I can go back and look back on those trips and remember. Oh, that's right. We did that. We found that. We saw that. Or I can share it with the world of, hey, check out this camping spot. Good luck finding it without a map, or good luck finding someone who's going to show you on YouTube with a link in the description of how to get right there. Because we're allowed to do dispersed camping out in the Mendocino National Forest, which means that as long as it's an established spot with a fire ring and you're not driving through the grass over logs, you can stay there for up to 14 days. So a lot of people don't even know you can do that. They think KOA is the only place you can camp or a state campground. No, Me, I like privacy. I want to get away, and I don't want you to bother me, and I don't want to bother you.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, Hugh, your camera's off in case you didn't know.
It's off?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have hit something. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Yeah, this is my first time on Zoom ever. So
we thought maybe you were being attacked by Quebec, and it was a blackout. We didn't know.
What company you got for your internet service down there, Hugh?
Bell 5.
Oh, okay, shut it. I still got my crappy 5.0, 0.62.
Yeah, I love the internet, Roger, but I'll tell you what, I really do miss flying from my backyard into the open wilderness. Like, I don't have that. I live right in the middle of the city now.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, like everywhere I look, out every window of my house, I'm surrounded by houses now.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Which is why I haven't been on in a while. So.
Everybody wonders if you're watching their wife in the backyard.
Yeah, that's
the trees never wonder that. They're like, oh, hi, nice to see you.
And I guess the house was more expensive than when you had to.
What's
seeing
that?
You're in the city. Your house is more expensive, seeing that you're more like you're not so much in the urban.
Yeah, more expensive, but it's better for my wife because she works in this city. Like, she was driving and doing a lot of commuting, so this is cutting back her drive time quite a lot. So in actual fact, this is cheaper for us because it costs less for vehicles and all that sort of stuff. I work at home, so I mean, I don't have to go anywhere.
Oh, that's cool.
Paul, what are you buying?
Yeah, ever since I sold my Inspires, which I regretted after I did that.
You did what?
I sold all of my. I sold my Inspire 1, my Inspire 1 Pro, and my Inspire 2.
Dude.
So now I'm kind of going back to kind of look at them, and I found one on Inspire 2, Inspire 1 version 2, in like new condition for $1,189.
So wait, does this mean you've been re-inspired?
Yeah. That was good.
Touche.
That was good.
Is that where the drum roll is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss your thermal stuff, Paul. That was cool.
Yeah, I sold all my thermal. I sold my the thermal camera, the expensive one that I was hanging on the Inspire. Yeah. And then I bought the Enterprise Duo, and I kept that for about 2 or 3 months and sold it. I don't know why. But I was doing, for a period of time, I was getting calls from all over Southeast Michigan to go out and help with search and rescue, and I was doing it with my Inspire.
Ooh, wow.
Well, that was fine and dandy. That's why I bought that $8,000 thermal camera. But what I found was when you're doing search and rescue, the key to the game is flight time. So with the Inspire, you get about 18 minutes. With the Duo, you get 30 minutes. So that's when I switched over to the Duo. And then all of a sudden, I wasn't getting calls anymore because everybody went out and bought their own equipment. So, because I enjoyed helping other people, and it gave me and I a chance to get out and go do something and make us feel good at the end of the day. But there's nothing like flying the Inspire series, because there's nothing like the feeling when it goes up in the air and those arms articulate up like that, and it's like, oh my.
Yeah, that's a religious.
There's nothing like arms that fold into a little rectangle either.
Yep.
I see. With that said, about the first responder aspect, being here in California and all the fires that are becoming huge, I kind of see the need for numbers to be growing, because there's going to be, our fires grow exponentially. I mean, we had it 2 years ago in the Tubbs fire. It went from Napa to St. Helena over to Santa Rosa in less than half the night. And it destroyed 5,000 homes in a matter of a few hours. So having the eyes in the sky is really handy because Cal Fire won't fly at night and they won't fly when they in the smoke. The drones can't.
And the other thing that in your case, Dylan, if you've got a passion to want to do something like that, get a hold of the fire district and tell them that you're an experienced pilot, 107. You'd be happy to fly if they provide you with the aircraft. Because that's the problem they have. They have money to do things, but they don't have the experienced pilots to fly.
Yeah, my problem is I'm moving in 6 months.
Oh,
I'm moving all the way across the country. So it's like, okay, can you be here in 20 minutes? No, I'll be there in 5 days.
Yeah.
So I'm in this mixed boat where I really want to start up my business, and I'm trying to out here, but as soon as I get it established, I'm picking up roots and I'm headed out. So anyway, I do plan to now that I have my.
Go ahead, Roger.
Did you guys see that new video called "New Changes in the Part 107 Testing Remote Pilot 101"?
Yeah, that's the one that was put out by Remote Pilot 101. Yeah, that's the one we were talking about.
Yeah, okay.
My internet's going real bad.
Yeah, you're cutting out once in a
Yeah,
while.
you're cutting it out. Yeah.
I'm trying to close a bunch of stuff here, see if I can get some more bandwidth back.
Yeah. So, Hugh, I did a complaint with the Better Business Bureau against Bell.
Oh, how come?
Because my internet is crappy and I'm paying so much for it and all that.
Yeah.
So now they phoned me back. They sent me an email yesterday, Better Business Bureau. They said, well, you got to go to the CRTC and complain there.
Okay.
So I got to do that today. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I didn't have a chance.
Well, the sad part about it, Hugh, you may remember when you were on quite a bit before, they put the what do you call it, Roger? What's the line they put out there at the road and went right on past you?
The fiber optic.
The fiber optic cable, he can see it. And he didn't come down his road with it.
Yeah.
And every time he calls them, Roger, what do they tell you? Oh, maybe in a little bit. Maybe
your area is not on the list.
Yeah.
It's all about the money, boys and girls. It's all about the money.
Well, see, I thought our government gave them a certain amount of money to get all the rural areas done and everything. They did that, didn't they?
They're supposed to.
Yeah. But now they're not doing it.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden they have $400 million to do Hamilton, Ontario. That got me really pissed when I saw that. That got me really,
Well, it's frustrating. I got tired. I had Cogeco or whatever when I was living in Smiths Falls, and it was terrible. I got tired of waiting. I said, you know what? Let's just move to a new city.
Yeah, well, I don't want to move because of internet. That's the big problem. Because I'll never be able to find a place like this if I move out. That's for sure.
No. You want to be where you are. Like I miss being in the country too, just mainly for drone reasons. You know, I can't just go fly out of my backyard anymore and go through the forest and stuff.
Because me, it's up here mainly for privacy also.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't get visitors or nothing. I like it that way.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want my next door neighbor looking in my house or. I'm going
to share a little secret here. Anybody that lives out in the country, and if you're on a farm or whatever, if you're out there working or whatever, and you have to go to the bathroom, I'm speaking mainly of us guys, sorry girls, it's nice to be able to just go take a pee anywhere on your property.
Yeah.
I was out working around the yard here on this new house, and I thought, I really need to just take a pee. I looked around. There was not a spot on my whole property where I couldn't see another house. And I'm like, I had to actually go inside to go to the bathroom.
Well, Hugh, I live in a city, and I don't tell anybody this, but I've got an 8-foot privacy fence around my house. So between the house and the garage, there's a spot where I can water the lawn.
Oh. So maybe I just need to build a higher fence in one corner or something.
Yep.
That's what
working on that.
Yeah, that's when Paul takes me as pills by mistake.
Yep.
A little known fact in our area, and I'm not sure if it applies for you guys but there is a legal fence height maximum, but that only applies for structured fences, but that doesn't apply for vegetation. So in theory, you could grow a fence as tall as you want. I actually had a guy pay me because his neighbor was pervert and spying on them swimming in the pool. We built a 6-foot platform and then bought a bunch of 6-foot pre-grown hedge plants and stuck them all up against each other.
Brilliant.
Needed a 12-foot, instant 12-foot fence.
Good idea.
And completely compliant because the structure was 6 feet tall and 8 feet is your maximum. Sorry, dude. You shouldn't be spying on us anyway.
That's a good idea.
I love loopholes.
Newfound Drone Productions, hope all is good. Logan Carpenter, Brent Ariels, X Country Adventures, good day, good day. JDS, Desmond Daunters, good day, everybody. Nice to see you all. And don't forget, hit that like button, everybody.
Yep, hit Roger's like button. Yep. And JDS, of course, is still here.
Yep. I'm doing good there. We're freezing our butts off here. It's -4 Fahrenheit.
Ooh.
We're in a cold spell. The sun is out. It's cold out.
Although, you know, it's funny. I was just thinking, Canada-wise, we've had a pretty mild winter compared to other years this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Newfoundland got hit, not us.
Oh.
And, yeah, they got massacred. But no, our winter has been very calm. Very calm.
Now, Newfound Drone Productions, man, I hope you got some good shots during that storm. Because he's out in Newfoundland.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, say ourselves here, we got a lot less snow. I don't know if I'll show you. I know you got no snow there, you. I know you got no snow.
Not as much as you guys are there, but
yeah, I'll show you what I got here right now. This is our weather right here right now. So, yeah.
Hope you got an ND filter.
Hey?
That's really bright.
But we got the sun out today, so I'm happy about that. It's warming up the house, at least inside. So,
hey, gents.
your place always reminds me of a ski hill, Roger. I want to see skis.
Hey, Andrew is in
Hi.
the house.
How are you?
Hey, Andrew, how you doing?
Doing good, and you?
Not bad, not bad. Andrew,
Nice. Yeah.
do you see that Paul's doing live streams now?
I was in there. I had seen his message. He said, Roger better watch his back because he's out for it now.
Paul Murray's doing his own live stream?
Yeah, he did a live stream yesterday too. After I got off, he went on.
Oh, he did again.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody got the fever. Folks, you're witnessing a rivalry right now. You see many big companies going head to head.
I only went on yesterday because Roger was helping me figure out how to do it. That's all we did.
You did fantastic though the other day, by the way. You did a really great job. So,
Yeah.
by the way, oh sorry.
Even though I couldn't invite anybody on a panel because I was streaming on YouTube.
It's all good. Yeah, everybody enjoyed themselves. You had a good turnout and everything. So I think it was a success.
It just goes to show you, Andrew, that people will tune in for any kind of a train wreck.
Oh God, some of the ones I see online, like, how are you have 100 people watching? Oh, it's terrible.
That's what's the daily suggestion box. Yeah, there's a lot of it.
And I go on yesterday to stream about how to use keyframing in Premiere Pro, and I got 3 people watching. Like, wait, what? I'm actually teaching people stuff here, and I got 3 people watching, and you're talking about makeup and drama in Hollywood, and 100 people are watching? God, people need to get a life.
Centroid saying Pusa Studios. Oh my God, my lost brother.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. Hey, Mark, what's going on, sweetie? Nomad, how are you? Good to see you.
It's like old home week, right?
That's right. It is. I'm good to see you, by the way. That's what I was going to say. It's
Yeah, ditto, Andrew. Nice to see you, bud. I've been checking in on your channel every once in a while, seeing what's going on.
How you doing, though?
Not too bad. Finally trying to, most of the boxes are unpacked. We're getting the move sorted out.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Doing all right.
To hear that. Well, thanks for checking in on us and stuff like that. Do appreciate it. So, and just glad everything is getting settled for you.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It has been.
Hey, Desmond, it's all about the drama. Yeah. I did a poll about that yesterday. If anybody hasn't done it yet on the community tab about what's going on at YouTube, if you want to cast your ballot, feel free. So,
lots of new drama on YouTube.
Yeah, in the community tab, I kind of brought up some of the main things. I started doing a lot of polls, and people seem to enjoy them. And that was the one from yesterday. Was has YouTube become too toxic in the smaller YouTubers realm? What's your thoughts? And people were pretty, yeah, people were quite vocal. I didn't leave so many comments. That's a good thing. So they didn't just vote.
Yeah, Leon Legendary, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Centroy says, "What, sweetie? What the?"
Well, I'm sorry. I remember when you were a kid. That's why you don't want to be called that anymore. Sorry.
So you missed the Roger Palooza we had here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we had Centroid. We had Andrew.
Val was down too, right?
John, Val,
Yeah.
John Donato, Val, Corey Mano.
Wow.
was a good time.
We had a full house, believe me.
Did you guys make a video, like a video of the event or whatever?
Yeah, they're on Kim's channel. They're on
Back
Val's
in
channel.
Oh, it was a really good time.
Yeah.
Fantastic time.
And we're having another one in July. So.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I love it. It's becoming a tradition. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Everybody's invited. Whoever can make it down.
So we get 4 more. It'd be like the opening sequence of the Brady Bunch.
Don't forget, hit that like button, everybody.
You're right, Newfound Drone Productions. You're lucky. If you haven't heard about it, that means you're doing good. So that's a good thing.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to log off and we'll get some stuff done.
Hey,
so thanks
Hugh,
for
it's
having me on,
good
Roger.
seeing you.
I really appreciate it.
Was it something I said, Hugh?
No. I've been on for a while, but
it's good seeing you. It's really good seeing you. I'm glad.
Andrew, Hugh just got done moving from the country to the city.
I was just
long process.
A long process. It is for
6 months.
But the main thing is your move. That's what counts.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Love the background, by the way. I keep looking at it. That's amazing.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, some of that stuff used to be in my office. I'm in the dining room right now, and I'm still in the process of building my studio in the garage, which it's not done. I've got to put heating. I've got to put drywall. We're basically turning the garage into a living space that I'm using as a photography and YouTube studio.
Oh, very nice.
But, money, time. So
yeah.
Well, I had Roger's probably like, oh, not again. I do only have like 3 pictures. I did some updates through the night as well. I don't know if because you haven't seen it while we're working on our new studio. We built it out of a stand that's made to hold 4 monitors.
Damn.
That's awesome.
So everything is like custom.
Speaking of buckets to salivate into.
Freaking hell.
So this is all built now. The slider's stuck with the sleeves and everything. All the breakaways are pretty much in for the camera. So that all moves now. Slider, reverse. And
that is a pretty slick setup, man. Holy crap.
I got inspired by a guy who did it. And of course, I kind of got I don't know. Xenia's terrified every time Amazon comes. I'm getting like all for lack of a better term. Yeah. And I put in the Elgato controller in. And the cell, this is for in a car. It's to hold your cell phone. It's got the automatic open close. That way I can hold it up in the air and it's wireless charging at the same time. So,
man.
So basically nothing's made to be there. Everything's jury rigged from something else. And then,
dude, I'm drooling. Hold on. Stop.
Yeah, right. Hold on. I need a cup here.
It's got all the lighting all up on sliders and.
Yep. That's right. And we got another one coming in. Xenia won another light like the one above on the boom arm because that lights our background.
Cool.
So we're going to mount that over the camera here as well. So that'll be working in unison with it as well.
So Hugo, you're going to do the same thing, right? You said you're doing. You said you were doing.
So the short answer is yes. Will it look as good? No.
I'm sure. I believe me. I've spent about $150 and stuff that I ended up didn't work, or I broke. So there's been a lot of trial and error going into this. So
that looks good.
Like even the fan, I had to glue on like 1/4-inch brackets from camera mounting gear to be able to turn it. And it's that kind of stuff. And
the baling wire and duct tape.
I would try to first to see if it would work, and sometimes I get impatient. I've been known to do that on the
so hot glue there,
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, I glued one of the fans shut. It never even made it to turn on.
Well, what Andrew found out is you can actually buy Gorilla Glue by the gallon.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. I'm just gonna wrap myself in it. I blew the first fan. The second one I said I'm going to do what I didn't do right the first time and didn't some glue seep down into the bearing and seized it up before I even got it going. Just a drop. And then I could have probably done it apart, but I kind of broke it into pieces. So that was the end of that. That was one of my furies.
Good morning, Joan Shots. Logan Carpenter.
We'll see you, Hugh.
Bye, Hugh.
We'll
Thanks for sharing that info.
Take care, guys.
Nice
Bye,
you.
You take care. It makes
that was good info he shared. I had not heard any of that info he had shared, so I was glad he came on and told us about it. I'm curious. I want to do a little more research about that one. And again, for those of us in the U.S., I updated yesterday my Mavic, and I did not see that. So, and DJI does not know I'm Part 107 certified. AirMap does, or Kitty Hawk does.
But don't forget, Hugh makes 6 months he hadn't opened it up, so that's why.
He hadn't started his drone up. Yep.
No, I fly mine at least every couple of weeks because the batteries don't like to sit.
Yeah, I know that, but he couldn't fly because he was moving and all that. And
yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
I get it. They need to make the DJI chargers. Too bad it doesn't have a maintenance setting, because I used to have one that would you could discharge your battery and tell it how much, and then recharge it to storage rate. I wish DJI would have a charger like that. Like, yeah, I'm not going to use it for a while, so discharge it to cycle it and then recharge it to only like 80% for storage. That'd be fantastic. But at least they self-deplete to use themselves and they don't just rot on the shelf.
Yeah. Hey, Quicksilver, if you feel like coming in on the panel, let me know. Just say yes, and Paul will send you a link.
Oh, I got to send Paul an email. I got his email through yours this morning. I'm going to send you one, Paul, because you're always sound like I don't have Andrews I'd send. So I'm going to get, I never answer email, but I'm definitely going to email you. Then you'll have.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like me. I got Rogers like 12 hours after he sent it, and he was far done from streaming.
That's Bell Canada for you.
Hey, Roger, do you think Lynn is lurking here?
Oh, I'm sure she is.
Yeah.
Well, then I better not. I'm on Amazon about to place the order on the DJI Inspire 1 version 2, and I better not do that, huh?
just blank out your camera for a second, then you come back.
Why does Walmart have a sale again, or what?
No, it's the addiction to Amazon. I don't know.
I was listening to it when I came in. I heard you go, and that's exactly why I said I'm getting like Paul. That was a deep reference to what you were just saying. I had a good laugh.
You got the Amazon pick, what do you call it? The Amazon shot.
Yeah. Yep. The Amazon flu.
The Amazon itch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brand aerials, I don't know. I wondered about it. We've talked about it, but the way the winter's gone, it wasn't worth the way things were going with everything on YouTube and dealing with the stuff that we're dealing with. I didn't want to bring guests in onto it, so we kind of sidetracked them for the time. But I figured at some point we'll get them back on some shape or form.
For interviews.
Yeah. Yep. It's a lot of work too behind the scenes. It is a lot to schedule and stuff like that. At one point, we were doing 2 a week. We did 3 the first year, and as they got more bigger people, had to break it down. It was still a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then there's those pesky people that keep bothering you with the super stickers too, you know. Not that I would know anything about that.
You would know a thing about it, would you? Not a bit.
Okay, I got your email here. Gonna do that. Copy.
All right, Central, you take care.
Back to work for Mark, your other brother.
Yeah, I figure the kids will take over by about 2 o'clock this afternoon and have them tied up and hog tied up and everything. So. Look like an 80s movie.
swing it upside down from the whiteboard, right?
Yeah, just another day at the office.
Yeah, I'm looking for a. I got a little computer desk, right? You know how small it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm trying to look for a long table now.
Oh.
So
that you look on Kijiji, and then you get your son to go get it on the weekend for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
See, dads think alike. Well done. Well the stand that I'm using here, that in the pictures, this thing is only 15.5 inches in depth by 55 or 47. It's an IKEA end table that goes behind a couch.
So you're not using like a 6-foot table or anything. Oh, okay. So it's not a 6-foot table.
No, not at all. I didn't want the desk because then, because we do our shows from here, I didn't want to start feeling like I'm sitting at a computer desk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gives too much of the feel then of like you're just having a two-way call with somebody on Zoom type of thing. That was kind of the reason why. And it also is a small form factor. That's part of the reason why I built this stand, was because of that.
Yeah.
Now, Andrew, do you have that on the big wheels where you can roll it around if you want to, or no?
No.
Okay.
No. The thing got a little bit of a dip in the middle, but I had braced it up. I went and bought some MDF. I kind of figured I was pushing IKEA to its limit on this one. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit, but I'd say about maybe, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch.
Quicksilver, let me know if you got that link yet.
Add some C channel underneath it to hold it
up. That's the next part. So I might end up having to get another dad. You never know. So.
Hopefully it's not before it collapses.
Well, I've been known to let things like play on the wild side a bit,
Hey, living on the wild side, that's where the fun is.
My 22-year-old actually kind of had a talk with me the other week, and it's pretty bad when your 20-year-old's the one that's going to you instead of you going to him about these kind of things. It's like that. He goes, you're just adding up with his finger, and he's like, you realize there's probably about $4,000 hanging off this thing right now, like
this piece of baling wire.
yeah. So maybe it's time to
a drywall anchor screw.
Yeah. Instead of adding another camera, add a proper desk. Well,
it said it holds 75 pounds.
I'm going to find out once and for all. Yeah, because that pipe is pretty heavy. I mean, it is pretty solid. It was made, like I say, to hold 4 27-inch monitors. So it's pretty solid.
Yeah, 4 monitors.
Yep.
Again, I better get my cup out. I'm sorry.
It's not being used that way, but it's strong enough for it.
Bro, price is right. 5, bro. I'm drawing again. Okay. Well, Kim's thinking of selling his Phantom 3, guys. 300 American. So whoever's interested, let them know. It's already in the States, so you won't have to go over the border with it again.
It's pretty inexpensive considering it's kind of tough to compete considering they have the 4.2.0 now.
Mm-hmm. So it's already in the States, so you got no transport. Well, you're gonna have to pay for the shipping for sure from where it is, but it's not like going through the border and getting seized because of the batteries or something like that.
Yeah,
hey, Roger, what's Quicksilver's first name?
Well, he put his email in there. His email is Marine Double Dog.
Just call him by his first name, Gilliford. That's what he was.
Okay.
Gilliford. I was like, how the hell you know his first name?
I'm gonna warn you, I haven't slept all night. I've been working all night. Literally, I had a couple of projects I got to be sent out, so I'm not in fine form. I'm gonna call it, so I even debated if it's smart for me to come on or not.
Okay, Paul, he's got the link. Yeah, okay.
Well, you did get the link? Okay.
Like Xenia's probably in the kitchen right now. I thought he was gonna go lay down for a couple hours.
Yep.
There you go. Hey, how you doing?
Hey there.
Morning.
Morning, Quicksilver. You just finished work?
No, I'm just in kind of the middle of the beginning of work.
Okay.
Got here at 6 a.m., leave at 6 p.m.
Oh, 12-hour shifts.
How you doing?
You say, wow, that's normal. I say, wow, when we get 18 and 36 hours in.
No, brutal.
Hey, Quicksilver, what's your first name again?
It's Chris.
Chris.
Okay.
I was close.
What were you thinking? It was Jerry?
Well,
no, I just made it up. I told him your name was Gilliford just so to see if he called you.
Because when you were on with us, I think I said goodbye, Jim.
I could be Jim.
Or Frank.
Just don't call me Shirley.
Yeah,
A classic.
A classic. That's right.
oh, nice to have you on there, Quicksilver. Long time chatting with you in the chat.
It's so much easier when I'm just not seen.
I think this is the first time I ever talked to you on the chat.
It is. Every
No,
other
that's
time,
all.
it's you trying to figure out what I'm trying to say in between my typos.
That's why I go live a lot, because if I had to type, I would have nothing on here. Like,
Oh my God. Dude, last night in your chat, it was so bad. I had to keep going back and fixing errors and then sending it, and I was like, oh hell, it's still wrong.
don't worry. You're not the only one. You're not the first one or the last one. Don't worry about that whatsoever. So last night was kind of an interesting night anyway. So
It was a little hard to keep up last night.
but we went live, and the moment we went live, we got yellow coined. So we started over again. We did a new show, the same thing the night before. 3 weeks, we've almost every show is getting yellow coined almost within the first 10 minutes. We
And
start.
what does that mean again? I know YouTube has been a little bit wonky with what they're doing as far as like actual people that are watching versus what it's registering that people are watching.
Yeah. There's a bunch of factors could be playing into it, but right now it just means we don't get the push we usually get. So, we get a push maybe to about a third of the people, because it goes by advertiser dollars, and the big advertisers only want to be associated with something that has a green dollar sign, because that means it's clear of any kind of problematic content. So every time it puts us yellow, we just get less and less notifications to people. It just will send us out less.
So you figure that only a third of your people that would have signed up for notifications are actually getting them.
Yeah, or it recommends the new people as well, not just the ones you're subscribed to, but also recommends you to new ones. So it's a two-part system. So yeah, it has been hitting us a lot lately. Our numbers have taken a bit of a beating because of it. So that's why we started over last night. We took YouTube out of the title because YouTube doesn't like you talking about YouTube. We're trying different things, but we went back on, and then 10 minutes later, without YouTube, the same thing happened anyways. Now it gets green afterwards. It always does. But with live streams, you need that initial push, because roughly the first 30 minutes is what makes your stream or not, if it's going to be recommended much. So,
good to know.
So yeah, but it was great having you in, though. Thank you very much for being there.
I try not to miss it. They're usually pretty, they're fun. I get to talk and interact with a lot of people. I mean, like I was telling, I think Paul the other day, and the guys on the, when we were live from Studio B.
Yeah.
I love that, by the way. That was so smart.
In the last month, I've gone from like 80 subscribers to like 280, I think 288 right now. And the people are actually looking at my analytics. The people are actually staying, and they're actually watching the stuff that I'm putting out, even though I haven't put anything out for like 2 weeks now because, work and weather. But 90, well, it's this channel here, the Canadian Drone Hub, and your channel, Andrew, that have done all that. And some of it's from catching the wheel, some of it's from just luck. People see the name and they're like, oh, we're gonna check it out. But a lot of it also is just like when you're having your regular shows about like what's going on with YouTube or how to do tags right, which I'm still kind of working on that. It's just from talking with people, and that they're interacting, and it's just been really awesome.
I'm glad to hear that. And Rogers, I mean, too, like you said, Rogers been a fan. Rogers helped us a lot.
It's helped me a lot. I've gone up a bunch of numbers, and I had no idea about adding the YouTube to the description. That's a good tidbit to know. Thank you, because I'm still very much a greenhorn, as they say.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, and a lot of people said it before. It can and it can't. It's just sometimes YouTube doesn't want to be associated with anything if you're disparaging the platform, So they don't want to. The algorithm is conservative, so sometimes it does just limit it in case you're saying something bad about it. They don't want it to be associated. They don't want good advertisers on there, so it ends up on Forbes magazine again. So
all right, well, I'm just keeping my stuff clean. I'm doing like Premiere Pro live streams on how I'm editing, and there's no 4-letter words, there's no pornography, there's no violence of any kind. But I have been putting in YouTube creators in the title, and it sounds like I should probably remove that portion.
Hey, if it's not, is it yellow? If it's not, if it's
I'm not getting anything. I don't know. This is the first talk I've ever heard about this coin.
Oh yeah, that's just for our monetization. It's just to see like different categories. When you sign up to advertise on here, there's 7 categories. You say if you're comfortable with or not.
Mm-hmm.
Are you comfortable with light?
I'm only at 240 subscribers. I'm not monetized.
Yeah, there you go. So there you. But I mean, you're still, your ads are getting it. Just it'll be less push. Yeah, for us that are monetized, then we see it, and that's what happens. It turns yellow. That means those ones that checked off, they're not comfortable with any of those. They don't want to be associated with any of the 7 categories that they marked. Automatically, they don't go into yellow advertising. So it's secondary advertising, which is worth less. So then, of course, they don't push it as much because they make more money off the green. So.
Well, hopefully between Roger's show and Furball's show and Val's 2 shows, and, watching on Jacob's, I know Jacob's watching now on his show. I just started watching him and following him on social media and YouTube. I'm hoping to grow my channel up and maybe someday get lucky enough to be monetized.
Did you say Jacob Billet is watching right now?
Yeah, Jacob's here.
He's in the chat.
Oh.
Yep.
It's a shame I can't see the comments because he has been blowing me up with this Goose Cowboy stuff. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm collecting. I'm collecting for a little while yet, and one day, maybe within the next month and a half, I'm gonna put out some internet gold just for him. Do you guys remember the '80s Max Headroom?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to do something like that with Jacob Billet, his like face that's always down in the corner.
Okay.
And have him like talking what he's been, the things, like I made that same coronavirus and Lyme disease bad joke over on his thing yesterday, but I'm gonna put together something like Max Headroom, like with him being like Max Headroom.
Yeah, he's saying to avoid networking and sub for sub titles.
Yeah, but we were aware of that one already, but it's going further than that now, even on our regular streams, and it's really hitting, and we thought maybe a bit of contagious. But I mean, I don't want to get all into it. It looks like we've had this for a long time now. We've had some third-party interaction as well. And there's another thing that we're looking at, so we're waiting on an answer from YouTube to see if that might be part of it. But yes, I agree with you. There is an influx on it going for that for sure. We've been seeing that for a while. Some people got angry when I brought it up last fall, but you could see it coming back then.
Angry about what? Calling them out on using sub for sub or
yeah, because some of the ones that do it don't want to hear that it might be putting a cloud over what they're doing. So I kind of
of course we're all doing. Jacob did a video on specifically that and how it pertains to all of us, not even the ones that don't do it, or even the ones that don't do that.
So Winter, I'm gonna check out your channel.
I'm gonna vouch for him. He has one of the best live streams going, guys. The Still Winter Nation. He has a game show.
Okay.
It is phenomenal. The work that goes into it is nothing short. Honestly, it's still one of the best live streams out there.
Got like 2,600 subscribers.
Yeah. I just supported your channel, the Still Winter Nation. Yeah.
If you don't have,
I'm going to get you a blue wrench, and there we go.
Food for
and
us.
Also, Chris, just so you know, your little nameplate that comes up on the screen, it says iPhone. You can change that if you wish to.
How do you do that? How do you change that?
I don't know. I never did that on an iPhone, so I don't know.
I think you tap on that box, and then it'll allow you to change it.
The box with my name?
Yeah. Where it says iPhone right now.
I'll be right back. My dog wants to go out. Right back.
Oh, this is where we get his channel, and he. Val left us alone for a few minutes last night. And I was on with X Country the day before. He left us alone for like 2 hours.
when you go up to the top, there's it says mute, and then it's got 3 little buttons.
Yeah.
Hit the 3 buttons, and it should drop down. It says rename.
Already, bro.
I see chat, meeting settings, virtual background, raise hand, and disconnect audio.
Yeah.
Hey there, Food Forest. How are you? Good to see you.
Hey, Food Forest.
AKA Andrew.
It's like when I'm with everybody else and I go up and I put my cursor in the left hand corner of the picture. It says mute next to it, and then it also has 3 dots, and you click those 3 dots and it comes up mute my audio, stop video, rename. When you click on rename, then you click on that and it'll let you rename it, and it says you can check the box says remember my name, future meetings. You click OK.
That's why I come here. We're all so smart. We all share and teach each other. Learning so much this morning.
And I gotta address Jacob, because Jacob, no, don't worry about it. I knew what you meant, and it's not addressed to us. And I know that I was saying that we were even talking about what you're talking about back in the fall to some other network streamers and that about what was going on, and the was starting to look like there was gonna be a shadow ban starting on those types of channel by times, Yellow Coin. So don't worry about that whatsoever. I never took it the wrong way or anything like that. So. No worries whatsoever.
Oh, you're back in my neck of the woods. Oh, you were. San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge.
Phantom, how are you?
Wouldn't mind going for a swim there.
Chris,
it's cold and foggy.
Chris, did you find it okay?
No, I can't find that anywhere on here.
It's pretty hard on the iPhone, Paul, to do that.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Phantom Flight 101. Don't forget, everybody, tonight, Phantom Flight 101 is on at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep. That's my buddy Herman right there. He's even the fantastically busy Andrew goes over there and says hello and has been on the panel over there at 5 o'clock Eastern.
Paul's glad to have everything back in order. He's relieved now. It's back at Rogers. You can almost see him there. He's like beaming like a kid at Christmas again. Things are where they should be. It's like when the dog stays with the neighbors overnight and gets back home, you know. It's
all
the same sniffs, all the same. Everything's the same now. We're good.
All's right with the world.
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
No, Paul went on for me yesterday. Not yesterday, day before yesterday, because I had to go to work. That's a 4-letter word I use very rarely. But
yeah, I heard that one. I got to get off here in a few and actually go do some of that WROK.
If you guys haven't checked out Still Winter Nation, I see some people talking about his channel in there. You guys are really missing out. I one of the most impressive live streams since I've been on YouTube. Honestly, the work that he puts into his is nothing short of stellar. Every day is just graphic upon graphic upon graphic upon graphic. One of the most impressive.
It's a lot of work. A lot of work to do that.
I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he pulls it off, to be perfectly honest. I don't know how he does it.
He could make a great banner for the, live from Studio B.
Yeah.
Yes,
show.
That's right. There you go. There you go. I don't even know if he has time to make his own at this point. I don't know how he manages to get done what he does. I'm kind of.
Well, I don't.
Must have minions or something like that.
Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, Oompa Loompas. That's right.
Roger has no plans on going to Studio B for a long time.
Right back at you, Jacob. Thank you so very much for that. I do appreciate it. No, everything is getting. The funny part is, it's been the wheel and push lately that's not getting the yellow coin. That's the weird part. It's the other ones that are all getting nailed. The talks and stuff like that. That the last 2 weeks has changed over completely. Bizarre as hell.
The Tech Talk Tuesday or whatever.
That got nailed twice last night. The night before, our feature twice the same night. Both times I got so fed up, I started over again. I was going to try it again, and both of them were the moment we hit go live, limited monetization. And that's weird because they've been up for a while. Usually, if there's something wrong with the algorithm, would find it before it starts.
Okay.
But, yep. it keeps you busy. It keeps you running.
So, is there somewhere that you can go and see this algorithm, or is it something you just figured out along the way?
When you're monetized, you can go and look at it. You can go and see it. You can go and under your live stream, live studio. Sorry, guys, I haven't slept all night, so I'm a bit lost for words. When you go to your live studio, you'll see it right there. It just shows a $sign that's green, and then afterwards, I just keep hitting refresh, and then it would turn yellow, and then then you have to apply for a review, which we always get a green light for after. But with a live stream, like I say, it's a very high rise and a quick drop off. So by the time it's done, you've lost your push for it. So
that's no good.
Like our channels, actually, if I may say so, I don't usually comment or something. We're actually doing pretty good to end up getting 800 or 1,000 views on something that's yellow coin, because that shows you how much we're missing. Where we could easily be bringing in 2,000 to 2,500 most likely if it wasn't for it. So, but
that's some strong numbers.
But our channel's been taken on since last year. I mean, we had this fall, we've been dealing with it. There was somebody set up over 1,300 fake accounts. They hijacked old 2006, 2007 channels and put up new videos on them, and they have a code on them. And we started looking up the code. It says like dancing at the party, hashtag 0560287. So when we started looking up that number, hundreds and hundreds of videos started showing up. So what they were doing was they found some way to hack our channel that they were making false views on it by only watching it for 8 seconds to try and devalue our channel. And with all that going on, it's not hard to figure out after a while the algorithm got more fussy with us because it's seeing all this weird activity. We've emailed them 100 times, but it doesn't stop the algorithm from seeing it that way. Okay. That was just to cover us in case, say, the algorithm found it and shut our channel down. We have proof that we've sent in, numerous requests that we're getting hacked and stuff like that, so they don't think we're doing it to ourselves.
Okay.
So, yeah.
The more I'm learning about YouTube, the more I'm just kind of happy to go about my business and make flight videos and try to make them the best I can and put them out there. Because, I mean, I'm discovering, and I should have discovered it right off the get-go, using a name like Quicksilver was going to be an uphill battle the whole way.
Really?
With the apparel. They got Quicksilver hats, shoes, flip-flops.
Yeah.
Beach, like beach gear.
Yeah, but nobody's immune from it. That's one thing. I'm in the lucky position of I get to deal with so many different niches. You guys are you meet people when you travel, and they always have that expression wherever you go, whether it's the mountains, by the sea, or anywhere. Oh, if you don't like the weather, we always say, here, just wait 5 minutes, it's going to change. Everybody says that everywhere you go, thinking it's original. It's the same as every niche saying they have problems and all these things. And I'm like, yeah, I heard that from the knitting community, the mechanic community, the woodworking community. They all have these issues.
Mm-hmm. Except in California, it's always surfer weather.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They don't care if the weather's 30-degree temperature in the water. They'll still go out surfing.
Yeah, well, everybody thinks of us, long blonde hair and out there on our surfboards, and hell no, it's freezing cold out there.
Well, that's that, guys. Phantom Flight 101, the Still Winter Nation, Pusa Studio, Jacob Billet, Food Force, Permaculture. Everybody, welcome, Nomad Unbroken. Everybody in the chat, don't forget to hit that like button. Much appreciated.
It's been quite the stream so far today. We've been all over the place talking about.
Everybody hit that like button. Hit the like button.
Streaming.
Did you see what Phantom wrote? PMS, Paul Murray show.
No, that's not true.
Yeah,
PMS.
I told him if I were to name a show PMS, it could only be on once a month.
Every 28 days.
But that'd be a long live stream. You think you can hack for 5 days without taking a break?
I don't know. He looked pretty gun shy after 2 hours or whenever he was on by the end.
That's right.
But you did great, though. Once again, and I mean that, you really did great. So it was. It was very sincere. I got to tell you, at one point you got to talk, and it was almost like a eulogy for Roger. And that, we all missed Roger, and done a lot of good things for us all. And I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna go light a candle or really gone? I felt so bad for him. Like, man, he really misses Roger.
Well, Roger is like the center of Canadian Drone Hub's universe.
I know the Stillwinter, same thing they told us. He says, I was told in an email that the algorithm is supposed to learn from it over time. It did with us last year. We were getting hacked last year a different way, and it brought us down for a little bit, but we got it going again. But it took about 3 weeks, and it seemed to have learned back then. But now this time it's crazy. Keep your eye on Booster Studios. You're going to watch Andrew blow a gasket very soon. I guarantee you're going to see a strong stream you're not going to want to miss. It's coming there. Xenia's been squeezing my knee for about a week now. It's coming. And a lot's going to be said. There's going to be the old-fashioned Andrew blowing a couple of gaskets. Well, yeah.
As I listen, watch, and learn on this YouTube about streaming and launching.
Oh, there won't be much to learn that night.
Well, I'm just talking in general that it's almost like the follow, keeping up with Part 107. I mean, the more you learn, the more you're like, oh shit, I need more. That's a whole new topic I have to dive into and learn about the regulations of this now. Oh my god! Sometimes I feel like an attorney when I'm studying this FAA stuff.
Well, thank you, Lenny. Thank you, Lenny.
Hey, Lynn, how are you? Good to see you. That's why when Jacob was talking about that with the networking, that's why we've been going more this fall. I made a conscious decision to start going more into features, because I feel that's one thing we've become quite known for is people come to us when something's up. Is this true? I heard this in a stream. Somebody's talking about this. So we decided to play in our talents and really start going straight ahead into that. And that's what Sucks One is doing it now, when we were turning the tide and going into something completely new that I feel that we're best suited for, in my opinion, for what we do. It is a pain.
It's ever morphing though. All of these segments we're talking about, whether it be the drones or streaming on YouTube, it's ever morphing. The more that you're just constantly learning and having to overcome these people that are trying to cause problems, or YouTube's new algorithms that they're not making obvious. It's like,
Yep.
It's a good thing I'm committed to this.
It should be committed for being here is what we all should be saying. Every one of us should be putting a home for coming on YouTube.
Everybody check out this link I'm putting in here. Check it out.
Sure.
This is Val's new Teesprings.
Yeah, you'll like that, Andrew.
And me and Coach.
Oh. You can
hey, Roger, I
Jacob.
I think I'm going to go back out of here, back into the regular chat, so I can kind of catch up on what's going on there. And
okay, no problem.
But it was really good talking to you. Wow, this is a nice.
Yeah, finally.
Okay,
cheers.
So whenever you feel comfortable coming in, just let me know.
Yep. I'm always comfortable. It's just a matter of being here. I just never.
You're going to have to start carrying one of those small tablet.
Spend $400 just to get a chat. There you go.
Bifocals.
Okay, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Take care of yourself.
I'll see you guys.
Okay, Chris.
I like Val's shirt. Yeah, send me in, Coach. That's. What did Kim think of the whole thing?
He laughed about it.
Did he? Okay. YouTube is like tending a garden in all aspects. It's never perfect, always. Oh, thank you so much. Well, yeah, thank you. I think I do too many analogies sometimes. I even listen to my life. When I'm done, I think, wow, that's too many. But thank you. I feel it is that way. It is like a garden. It's always going to need tending, and just when you think you got to master, there's 10 new things. So,
and you have to always be on guard for the weed.
Phantom Flight 101. I sent you a link earlier this morning. I don't know if you got it or not. That's if you're up to coming in.
Very well said, Paul. I like that, actually. That's a good addition to it.
Yep.
That's true. Did you see our thumbnail from last night, Paul?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
I updated it this morning. I changed it over something. I didn't like the way it was.
I saw it. Yeah. Show everybody. That's good.
I thought of you actually last night.
That cracked me up. Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. A day of yester. Yeah, so I was working on that stuff as well as trying to do the other stuff. We had 2 projects I had to go with this morning, so
And you didn't sleep yet. You better get a couple hours sleep this afternoon for your live stream.
I've been up since 20 after 6 yesterday.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yesterday afternoon or yesterday night? Morning.
Yesterday morning.
Committed.
This happens. Well, there is still like the work stuff. We're not as busy in the winter, but still, what I get is stuff now that I like to do that a lot of people don't like as editors. Is I've been on stuff where it's a company that's bringing in they're making a new set of landing gear for a plane, or they're making new brake parts to go, that kind of stuff. They give me the raw footage. I edit it, send it. My name's nowhere. I do it. I like the commercial side, but a lot don't. So it's good for me. If they don't want to do it, I'm more than happy to. So, thank you, Ian. I appreciate that. Well, you talk about people getting in ruts. I was in a rut with thumbnails, and I just got caught up in everything else that I had to do. And I feel I'm sitting there telling people how they should do stuff to their channel, and look what I'm doing this time. It was literally that talk in the mirror I say that everybody has to have. I was truthful. It's time to change some stuff. It's time to.
Okay, Food Forest, you take care. RC Dude, thank you for coming in. Don't forget to hit that like button, everybody. Much appreciated.
Take care,
Food Forest. Andrew, just so you know, Novice Quads, which we all know as Lawrence, has been under the weather, and he is not doing as well as he thought he was with some kind of a bug, and now the daughter's got it. And last night he had to take the wife to the hospital, and she was admitted. So.
Oh no!
So if everybody just keeps them in their thoughts and prayers, would be helpful.
Definitely. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Wow. When it rains, it pours.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yes, gentlemen, I have to go off to work, unfortunately, that 4-letter word. I got to go do some painting.
Okay, Dylan.
Good luck to you.
I need asses and elbows for the next 20 minutes while I go paint some baseboard. But hey, I got to pay the bills. YouTube's not doing it yet. So.
No.
Don't quit your day job. Don't quit your day job.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, Pulse Studios. Jacob, nice to watch your streams. I'm meeting a ton of people on this stream, and I hope if I missed anybody, please hit me up and let me know so I can follow you too, because I love to stay in the community, whether it's editing, flying, Part 107, all the above. I want to be in it as much as I can and learn from everybody and teach as much as I can. So if you have any questions about it, please hit me up. I'm not Jason from Remote Pilot 107, or 101, but I'm here to help. So cheers to you all and have a great day. It's been fun.
And Dylan, after you leave, make sure you type in the chat and say goodbye to everybody. That way they can go and catch your channel.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you for the tip. That's why I come on here, is to get all these things to learn from. And anytime I see you guys, Roger, let me know the night before so that I can get the link that morning. No, like last night I went to bed extra early so I could be up. I was at Starbucks at 5 a.m. and got my breakfast hot chocolate so that I could be ready to go. But I didn't see your email until anyway. I love being on live. Anytime you'll have me, just shoot me a message the day before and I will definitely be there.
Okay.
And you're in good company with the names you named, by the way, and that keep doing it. And that's some good channels to surround yourself with. So
yeah.
Good. Thank you all. And I'll type in the chat. I already did my thumbs up. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. Be well.
Hey, take care, Dylan.
Bye, Dylan.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. So I hope you're gonna get some sleep this afternoon, Andrew.
Oh yeah, no, I'll conk out for a little bit, or I've done that before, and I'll go on until we're done tonight and then go to bed.
Okay.
It wouldn't be the first time.
You'll be snoring, and then the whole block apartment will wake up because you're snoring so loud.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Jacob, with the thumbnails. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm missing some of the chat now and then. I do appreciate that.
Well, there's a lot of great people in the chat here today.
There is. Mm-hmm. That there is.
And thank you, everybody, for hitting that like button.
You know, Roger almost is a YouTube mecca. You got to come and visit, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's like, I still in our nation. I feel so bad because I love his show. My daughter thinks he's hilarious. And we watch, but when my kids get home, my daughter gets home at 3. My son, I got to go get him. That's at around 3:40. Then we go on at 7. and he's on at 4, so I don't get much to interact with him half the time. But I am lurking. I am giving a thumbs up, and it's been too long since I dropped in to say hi. But
okay,
I am watching.
David? Yeah, what's David? What are you doing?
Andrew for governor. Yeah, that's all. Like you've been trying to get for months. Yeah, that's all they're missing down there is me. So.
You'd straighten them out because you can fly a helicopter now.
That's right. That's right. I get down there, take control, start full.
Yeah.
You can't drive that thing. Whoa, whoa. I have my Canadian drone basic. Stand back.
That's right.
I got this. Actually, they're bringing back Magnum for a 3rd time, and I'm going to be the one. I'm going to be CC this time. I'm going to fly the chopper.
There you go.
I appreciate that because, like I said, I'm always singing your praises, Ian. I just feel bad that I can't. It's just there's such narrow amount of time. It seems like Xenia and I have even been talking about how we're going to arrange things a bit more because I feel bad for my kids too. We got to get back on a schedule where it's not anything being done while they're home. I mean, watching you is not that part, but work itself. I mean,
well, yeah, you got to get life's little wonderful chores done as well. You know.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. I mean, they are important. I feel bad sometimes, because Dylan, by the way, I thought I had you, but I just joined you. I thought I had you.
You thought you had Dylan, you don't have him?
Yep. And I'm writing kind of a sub for sub type of thing as I write it because I'm just too tired and lazy. So pardon me. And if I ever talk about it again, which I usually do, you can throw it back in my face that I did it here. So there you go. You can reprimand me. Oh.
Rick Oliver, I hope you're doing good, my friend.
Hey, Rick, how's it going?
I hope you're doing better than you were.
Oh, wow. Saigon just said that if you have the Mavic Pro, I think he's talking about the Mavic 2 Pro, which would include the Mavic 2 Zoom, which is what I find, is you need to update the firmware on the batteries because somebody in New York just crashed their drone. The batteries had not been updated.
Oh, yeah? Serious? Oh.
See, it's not the drone world sounds just like the YouTube world. It's just getting more litigation by the day and stuff like that. So,
yes, yep.
That's cool there, Rick Oliver. I'm glad you're doing good.
Hey, Ricky, how you doing? Yeah, Stillwater Nation. Everybody check him out because it looks like a fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, you'll enjoy it, Paul. You'll enjoy it there. I guarantee you. You'll have a good time. He's a character. Well, yeah, it's. I know you'll get a kick out of it. It's a really good show.
Well, Quicksilver, what it normally do is when you there's 2 ways to update. But I'm not sure on the battery. I think it will on the batteries. You go in and when you start up your drone, you go down and you look for any updates. And you can also go over to your power settings over on the right-hand side where you go to the battery and see if there's any updates there. The other way to do it is to plug it in to the Assistant 2 and it'll tell you whether or not you need to update your batteries. Then you have to do each one individually. I just got done doing that with the Mavic Mini.
I was going to announce something, but I thought it's kind of ironic on Roger's channel, so I hope you're going to bear with me, Roger.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's nothing that will get you a community. I'm not over the top. Your favorite company in the whole wide world, Bell Canada, that you love so much.
Yeah, I know. 400 million to Hamilton. Is that what you're going to say?
No, I promise. I do want, this is an important one, guys. Forget the company and how much they suck, and I agree they suck. today is Bell's Let's Talk Day, and it's they do really good thing. It's about mental health, and it's getting people to talk.
Yeah.
And today everybody like tweets at this message, and everybody sends a tweet or a phone call in on Bell line, or tweets a message like this. They put 5 cents towards every call, and they raise millions of dollars. And they actually do a really good job with it. They've done a great thing for mental health. So,
okay.
Roger's case, if he called him, he'd probably get put on hold, and they wouldn't.
Yeah, that's Roger. Roger's going to need their help with this after that's what they put him through. So I thought there was a bit of irony in it. I was going to announce it.
Well, you know what got me really pissed this week?
What?
Excuse their language, but it's when I saw them saying, "Oh, Bell Canada's investing $400 million to Hamilton, Ontario, to upgrade their internet." Now, why don't you finish with Quebec first, then go somewhere else? You know what I mean? That got me so pissed. And that when I complained to the Better Business Bureau, I even said that in there too. And now when I hit the CRTC with that, I'm going to say it's just the same way. So
you're taking it all in stride. Thank you, hon. Roger was just saluting you for supporting Bell. He's a big fan. He was bragging them up, so that's why I couldn't take him the coffee right away. He was too busy bragging about Bell.
Yeah, okay.
Is that true, Roger?
Yeah. Nice one to see your smiling face, Andrew, and it was great to see you, Mr. Paul Murray, on his own live stream. Congratulations. Most definitely. And good to see you, by the way, Rick. I thought I had said hi to you a while ago. If I didn't, I apologize. I'm only firing on a couple of cylinders right now. So. I'm like Farmall's tractor video.
I decided to buy something for Roxy, so.
You did?
Yeah, she needs it, so I gotta get it for her. So this is what I'm gonna get. That's why I gotta get her.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because she sends she's like downwards, and she's like blocking her airway or something. So at least it's gonna be higher for her to eat from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a good idea.
Cool.
That's good.
Yeah, I gotta get her that because she doesn't finish her bowls off either because she has problems eating like that.
Oh, poor thing. Well, something like that will definitely probably help a lot. So.
Yeah. Probably cost me more in food too, but. Oh, super chat. Thank you, Paul.
Ian Jacob, if you're new, he's been inspired by Xenia thanks to a lot of prodding and that he's getting the hang of it. So.
Roger is proud to be under the tutelage of Xenia.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
And I think didn't she say she was proud to have him as a student?
She's very proud of him. Very much so. You're doing a fantastic job with it. Let's just say I never thought I would see the day, so I'm enjoying it immensely. Oh my God. Brand Ariel's Gary. Bell Canada, we're not happy until you're not happy. That's right. And Lynn wants you to dance, Roger.
Oh my God.
I'm up
there you go, Roger. Now you got
there you go. There you go.
Yes, I will get that dish. Yes, for her, Roxy. Yep. Thank you so much. Matter of fact, I'm going to click on buy now.
I never do that. Lynn doesn't let me buy anything. She's pretty. That girl's pretty strict. She watches me like a hawk.
Well, I don't know. She was pretty happy this morning to see that I don't have to go get my own coffee. That put her at ease. So I'm glad about that. So both of us, I know both of us feel better now, Lynn. We're at peace. Roger's got his stream going. I'm getting coffee served. The world is good. Things, the planets are aligned. So.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I know. I could see, I could feel it. I mean, you're not, I can't see physically, but I could tell by the way you're typing, you were a bit concerned that I didn't have coffee coming, so you can relax now. Everything is good. It's a little hot, but we'll get through it.
You can teach Grog to do this. Okay, I'm gonna check that link out. Check that link.
Go and do my hair. Oh God almighty. Wouldn't be the first time.
Dogs dancing with the music.
Well, guys, I think I am going to head out and try and get a bit of rest.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You should really, because you're going to be burnt by tonight.
Yeah. Oh, well. Just another day. You guys take care of yourselves. It was good seeing you all.
Andrew, it's always a pleasure. I was just sending, I don't do texting very well. It takes me a while just to find an A.
Did you say texting or sexing? Texting or no, that's all Andrew needed to have in his head right now.
Huh? There we go. Gonna go curl up with a couple of nightmares and see where this goes. Right. There you go. Jesus. Oh my God almighty.
I mean, that's like, oh my gosh, you know.
I gotta get out my romper room mirror.
But that's another thought, Roger. But that wasn't my thought at all. And I don't know if Andrew's going to be able to actually sleep now with that image in his mind.
He's gonna have a problem for sure.
Maybe like watching an elephant hump, you know.
Oh no. Kind of a Peter Griffin thing going on.
There goes Paul. Hey, super daddy. Thank you, Paul.
Oh my God.
Herman.
Hey, Herman.
Oh, Herman's here. I'll say hi to Herman first because I don't want him to think I left because he came up.
Yeah, I saw you leaving. When I was trying to get off.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's like, oh, he's almost gone. He's almost gone. Now it's time to come up.
I know.
How are you, Herman?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, lovely. Lovely. How's your Lawrence and what's the updates with them? And
well, Lawrence is stuck over at the hospital. His wife is very sick.
Right. How is she doing?
And he said that she's doing a little better, but they transferring her to a different room or something like that today. They wanted to run some more tests and stuff like that. So I don't know exactly, her condition, but he's back and forth, living over at the hospital.
That's always fun. Well, I hope she's out soon. And
yeah,
Lawrence's
in the
daughter.
Emergency room last night.
Lawrence's daughter isn't feeling too good either, right, Herman?
No, I think they had like a little stomach virus, and his wife really got sick, and she contracted.
Well, I hope they're all feeling better soon. Give them my best and everything. So
I will.
I'll
speak to him later.
And Herman's going to be on tonight at 5:00.
Yeah, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
On Phantom Flight 101. Be there or be square.
Yeah, like I just keep thinking of people that's new in here, like that we do get the show is pretty hip for the young kids. That's what Paul's job is. Paul's keeping it hip. Yeah, that's right. Well,
except for all of us people on the panel, we are. It's like Hollywood squares.
That's right.
Except Paul keeps the show young and fresh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Hip is the word. We want to keep it hip.
Okay.
I've been listening to Andrew. Andrew gives a lot of good advice on how to how to keep your streams live and revived and hipping with it.
I don't offer hipping with it. That's not
straight out of the 60s.
But as an old guy, you got to make sure you don't throw out your hip.
Oh my God, he talks like he's 109. You drive me so crazy. The other day, I wanted to reach the screen and strangle you. You're in your 60s. Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna go throw in my short pants and play stickball. Drives me insane with it. God almighty.
I can almost see Andrew out in the street playing stickball with the kids.
Yeah, exactly. Rolling a ring down the road. Just having fun.
The short pants and the suspenders.
Yeah, exactly. I want everybody to come in and super chat me tonight so I can buy a penny whistle, folks. Okay. Penny whistles for all. God almighty. Literally, you're what, 68?
Yeah.
68. You know, my father retired at 73, guiding for fishing, 14 hours. Well, he to split shift, guiding, pulling canoes up and down a river and all that stuff and everything. You're 68. You're not 168. You're drive me nuts.
Some people die young, you know.
Oh, and now we're all gonna get happy.
Well, there are people out there who are happy about that.
Yeah, thanks for the comic relief and all of
it. You young whippersnappers, you.
Oh my God, he's like some sort of Pentecostal minister just trying to fit in with everybody.
Hey, Dick Savannah, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Sean.
Now, you young ladies out there, you don't be having your skirts above your knees. No.
That's it. You don't get into that hokey pokey stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, Rick Oliver, I know what you mean. It was not a good year for health in the drone community. Yeah. How you doing there, Sean?
Geek Savannah.
Maybe all the drones you guys were buying from Walmart had somebody that was sick with the virus and they came over in the packaging.
Yeah.
I got a thing from China today. One of those like $2 cables that you don't get through Amazon. They send it and it comes like 3 weeks later. And I'm about to open the bag and I'm like, I wonder what virus is waiting in here for me when I open the seal. How sick am I going to get?
You gotta put your rubber gloves on, put your mask on.
And then I said to hell with it and just
spray the hell
bag.
out of the Lysol.
Yeah, exactly. Open it outside.
Touch it with wipe it down with a rag covered in alcohol.
Yeah. You just take it outside and -9 Celsius, not much is going to live. Natural disinfection.
Well, Andrew, since you get all this stuff from China, you should have a clean room in the house where you go in and do that. Put on the white suit.
No, I'm guilty of buying like next day delivery Prime stuff. I'm screwing myself by the minute.
Here you go. Yeah. Paul's gonna have you in a surgical suit looking like you're making computer shit.
When the delivery guy from FedEx shows up at your door and he's staggering around like he's sick, don't take the package.
Just leave it on the door. Matter of fact, open it and take the packaging with you.
Oh my God almighty.
I was at the emergency room last night because I couldn't take this pain in my ribs from coughing.
Okay.
I what it was. I just wanted to get checked out. And there was some people hacking away over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
one place I tried to avoid. I was supposed to go get my blood test today, and I shall go tomorrow. I really don't feel like going, but I got to.
Well, yeah, because you got to go get a blood test, and chances are there's a whole bunch of sick people there.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, in Herman, do they still, when you're coughing, do they still tell you to because you're in there for a bad cough, they don't make you bend over and cough again, do they, or what?
Put that on hold for a second. You're not even 68 yet. I just found out in the chat. You're only 67 on top of that.
Well,
are you that excited? Are you that excited to put yourself on? Seriously.
I feel like I'm 100. I feel like I'm 110, Andrew.
you hear yourself though talking all the time? You don't sound
Well,
a bit like that until you start going on with that craziness. I hear you all morning. I would never think anything like that. So,
That he was 105.
Yeah, until he starts referring to it. He's doing fine.
No, Paul, they don't check you for contraband at the hospital.
Yeah.
He's discouraging me. I'll be 65 in March. He's discouraging me getting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like the world is coming to an end.
Well, you young whippersnappers, you just enjoy your life because when you get to be 65, it's.
Paul, I'm gonna let you hang out with my father. He's 84, and you get back to me.
Lynn, my goodie package from Italy arrives today. What's his name?
Antonio. And he has a package.
Yeah.
Show's over.
Oh my God.
Who was it a while ago that wanted to see what that yellow coin looked like? Oh my God. Oh jeez. Cookies. That's a weird Italian name.
Yeah. She's gonna be practicing tossing her cookies. Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'll take full responsibility for this one. On me. So there we go. We're moving on. Because I know Paul once he gets started.
He's not.
We're on a roll now.
Yeah, and I know where this is going.
Fasten your seat belts. Yeah. We're on a roll.
Yeah, see, Lynn says, "Oh my God, Paul, what are you smoking?" There you go.
Paul on drugs.
Everybody, make sure you hit that like button just to show how much you like what's going on here, and that you hope that Lenny will share her Italian package with everybody, So
no, we're good. The lady deserves her gift. Enjoy. Oh, geez, Jacob. Desmond got us all timed out. That's valid. I can live with that.
Well, if she was looking for Italian sausage.
Oh, see, here we go. 18 minutes later. And
I bought 3 packages at the store the other day. Here, Lenny.
Roger. If you don't see Paul, or he does come to the stream with the dark glasses, Lynn came by.
Yeah, Lynn came over. Yep. She stopped by. She dotted my eyes for me.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Roger.
John says, "No, we're good." Okay.
I'm taking this one. I'm taking full responsibility on this one. Is Kim pacing the floors?
Roxy took off and went to the other room.
She's turned over.
Are they long? Oh, they're coming. The chat is just flying now.
You think, Glenn?
Yeah, they're about this long.
Paul can be such a nasty old man.
Lenny.
Yeah, Andrew's lost, and Andrew didn't have it to start. Oh, jeez. I knew when I was saying it to him, like, oh, this is not going to end for at least a half hour. It's gonna go.
Oh man. Well, it life happens, right? Things.
This is life happens. I didn't know this fell into that category. Okay.
This is a reflection back on when I was young and virile.
Okay.
Oh boy.
He's gonna start singing the old rugged cross.
I did it my way.
Or that. Yes, Eileen, exactly. You nailed it.
Yep.
That's an icebreaker.
I'm an icebreaker.
Oh,
I just bought Roxy's bowls. Roxy's bowl.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
There you go.
Your feeding thing there. Yeah.
Nice.
And not bad. Came up to $38. So not bad.
Well,
should be happy.
Yeah, it'll help her a lot. So
Lenny.
What we do for our dogs.
You're in trouble, Paul.
Paul's gonna get a talking to after this stream's over.
Talking to?
Lenny, it wasn't me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm angelic.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And if you want to see more of this fun and excitement, tune in at 5 o'clock on Phantom Flight 101 with those guys.
I hope we're going to talk about drones.
There's a little bit of that in there, isn't there?
Well, okay. Yeah, there's some here. A little bit.
Not to change subject, guys, but how much was that Telio for sale in the States?
The Tello?
Yeah. Hey, Rhino, long time no see. What's going on?
I think it's under.
Like,
Oh, here you go, Roger.
Super chat. Thank you.
I think.
okay, Roger. Let me see if I can help you out with this. When it's like the stickers, right? You gotta say the word super 3 times, like super sticker, super sticker chat, super. Yeah. I think I got it down packed from listening to it enough.
I'm too busy cringing to get it. So he knows way more about it than I do. So there you go. He's the authority, not me.
Rick Hopper works on 79.
Yeah.
Then you gotta get a little more.
I like your spirit, Bill, this morning. Way to do it, no bad. Keep him on the topic. Strippers for Roxy. There you go, Fano. That's a good point. Okay. Roxy wants strippers. Roxy can have strippers with it. Okay.
Hey, Roger, the basic Tello is $79, but if you want extra batteries and props and all kinds of good stuff, like in these, they're 124, 109.
No,
just
comes
the Tello,
with an extra set of props.
No, because I just, because I was looking at GearBest, what they sent me this morning.
What kind of price did they quote you?
Well, I mean, what their announcement there was $278.
Holy crap! You get your own subscription to that new Eurovirus or whatever it is.
I mean, what are they giving you?
But I don't think it's the same name though. It's Mark Telio or Telio. But hold on, I'll show you. I'm gonna bring the page back up.
Because I know they have a charging hub now for it, for you to charge multiple batteries.
DJI Rays.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the DJI quadcopter Tello, DJI from the dealer with that new charging battery hub and 3 batteries with all the other goodies. It's only $159.
Right, US.
Yeah.
I'll show you what the. Just tell me if that's the same one. Hold on, I'll share my page.
Quicksilver, she'd have a heart attack.
It's $245, $28 shipping.
Uh-huh.
Is that the same thing?
Yep.
It's the same.
And it's just the Tello.
It's just the drone?
Just the drone. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. $245 Canadian, $28 shipping.
And it's got that smoke finish on it too with the clear back. Not bad.
I don't know. But that's all. That's only the drone.
Uh-huh.
It's not the fly more combo or nothing.
Do they have one?
Do they have one? Yeah. It's one. So they got one or
No, I'm saying with the batteries and the hub and everything.
I didn't see any.
Well, it's under $100 here in the U.S. now. That's something that you can just. Sure, there's no way to just throw it over the fence in Canada.
Canada.
Like, there's no way that you could just drive by on the road and just hurl this thing over the fence and you can just go find it.
No.
Well, it looks to me the reason it's that expensive.
That's a good one.
There you go, Geeks Fauna.
It's for Roxy. There you go.
Or if Roxy's interested in the same. I don't know. So just offering both options.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And they're clothes, so it's all good.
No, I thought, John Chuck, I'm not buying one or anything. I just wanted to show you what it was. You know, what price they're asking here for them.
There's Amazon CA, Roger. The Tello Boost is $119.97 with free shipping.
That was from GearBest I was showing you.
Yeah, GearBest was like almost 2.5 times the price.
Yeah. No, I'm not buying it or nothing. I just, I was just like GearBest on it. What the hell? I found it. What? I thought the price was a lot cheaper than that.
GearBest is based out of where?
China.
Oh, just China. Okay. It is.
Oh, the cost of healthcare has gone up over there.
There you go.
Yeah. Hello.
That's one. Honestly, it was just stripper dog. That's all I typed.
Fly that one around the house there.
There's the battery.
Yeah.
Like a pack of chewing gum.
Yeah.
Does it fly pretty good, Herman?
It's okay. I mean, it's decent.
I mean, it's stable.
Yeah. It's stable even outside.
In no wind, right?
Well, there's never no wind, but I think if there was anything, anything significant to what, like even the Mini could handle, would probably just push this thing around.
Okay.
Because this is a toy.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing else.
Fly that with your phone or tablet, right?
I fly this with the phone and the controller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have it looks like a PlayStation controller.
Okay.
And it has the flip up for the phone. It's all Wi-Fi connection. Up and go.
Cool.
They even have firmware updates for this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I better check out. All right, guys, I said welcome to the Cyber Room. I gotta leave. Take care, guys.
Andrew's really gonna leave this time because as a young whippersnapper, he needs his rest.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Paul. I appreciate that.
Is he gonna go take a nap?
Yeah, that's it.
Give our love to Ksenia and the kids, and you have a good nap this afternoon.
I shall, guys. You guys take care of yourselves, all right?
Okay, bye, Andrew. You be safe now.
Be well. See you soon, everybody in the chat too.
Don't fall off the bed.
Andrew.
Don't fall out of the bed.
Don't fall off the bed.
Actually, you're not on tonight, Roger, right?
Nope.
If 7 p.m., if you guys are looking, we're having the push and push tonight. We've been having a lot of the algorithm. So if you have a bit of time, you want to meet some channels, more than welcome to come by. Appreciate it right now because it helps us.
Yep.
All right. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Andrew, we'll see you. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Drone Junkie, how you been doing? Phantom, you can use a PS4 controller. iOS 13 required. Indigo Rhino, it's much better than the Win without the guards. They create a lot of drag. Okay, Indigo Rhino.
Oh, you can take the guards off it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like I said, I'm not buying it. It's just, I saw the prices very high on GearBest.
yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Hold on a second there, Paul.
Okay. Drone Junkie with the Talio PS4. Yeah.
Ooh, somebody's talking.
Yeah.
Well, she got to go out, Roger, do you think?
Must be hungry.
Ah.
Won't be long, girl. I'll get you something to eat. Oh, it's just the time she usually goes out with Kim, too.
Yeah, it's noon.
Yeah. Oh.
See, I have this controller.
Oh, okay.
And this little thing here flips up. Put the phone in there.
Oh, I see. Cool. So is that from DJI for that, or is that a game controller?
Well, it's a game controller. When you go and you look up the controllers that you can use on it.
Rick Oliver, thank you very much for that donation for Roxy. Much appreciated. And I did buy it. I just clicked on buy on the thing for Roxy. Thank you so much, Rick. And you take care of yourself now. Best of health to you.
Yeah, it came up as one of the controllers you can use
with the Tello. Okay.
So I just got it from Amazon.
Ah. And how do you get to that Amazon page? I've never used that before.
Never used Amazon before?
No, I've never been to Amazon before.
Oh. I don't know what to tell you, Paul, because I think you were on it just a little while ago.
Right, Lenny? No, I don't do that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Nah, you don't use Amazon.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, now the big fuss is over the Evo and the delay.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
You're pretty much on hold as far as you're not going to buy another Phantom 4 Pro or anything, or?
Well, you know what? Like I was saying, and I've heard a couple other people mention it, I really don't think the DJI is going to do anything.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that they really need to. I mean, yeah, they're watching and they see what's happening with the competition.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Rigor Mortis.
The competition can't even get on the track yet.
Prime is crazy today. I don't know what you mean by that, Drone Junkie.
Amazon Prime is?
Well, you got a lot of good stuff going on.
I don't know. I just went there for the dog. I didn't go here for me.
Yeah, Geek Savannah says he agrees with you 100%, Herman.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, we talked about it last week. You know, everybody's saying that, oh, the Evo, this and that, and the other. They want to see it come out. And this. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice. Everybody talked for years about the competition with DJI and DJI not really having any competition. Let the competition come. I think DJI is just sitting there looking at their cards and watching when everybody's playing. And I don't think they're gonna rush to come out with that Evo. Well, not the Evo, but everybody's rumoring about a Mavic 3.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm not so sure that's going to happen either. But the funny part back about the Evo, I saw somebody was trying to report that because of that that virus in China, that's the reason that the Evo 2 isn't coming out. And I'm going, oh,
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't think so. But
no, I don't.
You know, I just we'll see. We'll see. You know, we shall see. I just when it comes to these drones and stuff like that, yeah, I get it, and I get the competition, but didn't they sell the Evo, the original Evo?
Yeah.
So you keep on going. You know, yeah. I remember, what was it? They discontinued. Watch this. They stopped the production on the Phantom 4 Pro 14 months ago.
Yep.
And it was because of a parts issue. They solved that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They solved that problem. It is still one of the best, if not the best, drone cameras out there in that platform.
Yep.
There's no other drone with a mechanical shutter, 1-inch sensor.
Yep. You have to go back up into the Inspire in order to get that kind
exactly. And if you're in the photogrammetry, ideal. And I think the drone might be even cheap up there by Roger than it is out here.
I'm going to show you what their weather is out here right now. Basking in the sun. There we go.
Okay, great weather.
Yeah, great weather. It's doing -4 Fahrenheit. Great weather.
Look way down there at the end of his driveway, Herman. Do you see that great big 2-foot hump? That's ice from when they plowed the road.
Okay. But let me ask you this. Is it windy?
Yes.
Oh. Never mind.
Doesn't show on the cam, but it is.
Never mind. That's all the problem right there, the wind.
Yeah.
Right back. I got to take an old man's walk to the bathroom.
Okay.
Sam, what's good, man?
Okay, Sam, no problem.
But yeah,
yeah, well, I mean, all their shops are closed and everything. Yeah. Nice, Roger. Jealous. Yeah, right, Glenn. Yeah, well, when the sun comes out, we freeze. When it goes away, it warms up. That's really weird.
That's strange.
I know. Like, we had no sun at all, for 2 days, but we had pouring rain and very mild weather.
That's just like
we're freezing our butts off.
The better day, there was no sun out. The sun comes out and it's windy.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit last night. Cold weather's coming in. Okay, Jacob. You have a good one. Be safe, Jacob. Thank you for being here. And everybody, please don't forget to hit that like button. Be much appreciated. Yeah. Well, I like the sunshine also, but lately when it comes out, man, oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Saigon.
Yeah, Saigon's got an inside track at Best Buy. Whenever he wants something, he's got a buddy over there that'll buy it at the employee cost 30% off. So. So that's called the employee black market.
Michael Benny, how you doing? Are you back home?
The manager talking about you purchase all the drones we have in inventory. What's going on?
Yeah, what are you doing with them?
Selling them out the trunk of his car.
Yep.
Get the employee discount and sell it for regular price.
Okay, Michael. Michael Benny's still on the road.
Oh, he's on his way back from Kentucky?
Yep.
Michael did end up buying it. He closed on his house in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay. Congrats.
They live up by Niagara Falls now, so they're going to be having over the next several months make the big move.
To Niagara Falls?
No, from Niagara Falls area to Kentucky. Yep.
Okay, I thought they were going from Kentucky to Niagara. All right.
Yeah.
Now he's going to warmer weather. Drone Junkie. Later, Roger. Okay, Drone Junkie.
How is the weather in Kentucky?
Kentucky is warmer than where it is up in the north end up here, but if you really want to get warm weather, you got to go south. But the problem with going south is, as everybody knows, if you like moderate weather, then he's probably in the best belt to be, because I don't like really hot, oppressive, humid weather, which is what the further south you go, you get.
Well, that's why I don't really care for like Miami.
Yep.
And stuff like that. It's just, to me, it's a soppy, wet air. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's like breathing water,
And New York in the summertime gets humid, but my God, when I went down there, it was terrible.
Yeah.
It's still pretty cold up there, but it's less snow. Okay.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of places there's less snow.
Yep. But he likes Kentucky, and that's good for him, because he'll get some good flying in there. Where he was living, I think that was pretty restrictive for flying, getting more so.
Right. Well, Niagara Falls, yeah. They don't want anybody near that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we had that weather here in Indigo Rhino on the weekend. No, Monday morning. Had ice rain in the morning, rain, then snow. Then it went back to rain, then ice rain, then snow again. We had that all Monday. I know I had to go help my son do his deliveries. So I was driving, and yeah. Had fun.
Fun.
Especially when you come to those breaks. Break at the corner of the street, and it's all pure ice. And he's got ABS brakes. I hate those brakes. I hate ABS brakes.
Yeah.
Can't stand them.
They did do that pulsing stuff.
Especially on ice there. Oh. And. Maybe you'll work part-time there. Yeah, I like the Best Buy I go to. I like to buy a computer. What's a computer? Oh, you go to your, oh, these ones. He shows me a laptop. I said, no, I want a real computer, desktop. Oh, okay.
Well, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
And then you tell him, and he'll read the thing and go, this has something like what you're looking for.
Yeah. I don't know if we got that, but I can ask somebody.
Yeah, see if we have it in stock. He don't know nothing about it, and he can't tell you anything about it. Oh, yeah.
Hey, rigor mortis, yeah.
I go try to get a job at Best Buy to tell me I'm overqualified.
There you go, Michael Benny. Yeah.
Hi, Boo. What you want?
My sensor's buggered up on my truck for the ABS brake, so I'm happy I don't have them on there.
Yeah, just step on the brake, Roger, and let's let it do what it does. It's good for steering and out of trouble.
Yeah, just close my eyes and put the brakes on. Yeah.
Well, they designed it for you to be able to steer out of trouble while you're braking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you're going sideways.
Yeah. Well, I did go sideways. I wanted to take my truck that day to do the run. I have more confidence in my truck than their truck, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But no, my truck is too old.
Okay.
It's just, you gotta have it. You gotta have almost a new vehicle to work for them to do the deliveries.
Oh, okay. So they gave you a truck?
Well, my year's a 2004 Rust Bucket, but the motor's A1 in it. And who the hell gives a shit what a truck looks like when you're delivering stuff? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're only delivering to garages that work on jalopies anyway. So, dang, you know what the hell?
Well, you know how they do.
I'm gonna have to get the leaf blower out and blow all the peanut shells off my driveway.
Yeah.
They don't take them out of there?
No, they just leave them behind, you know?
You got to show them how to use the waste paper basket. You know what, Paul? We used to do, we do this thing. I don't know if guys are still doing, but we did it on this one job we were on at this big research center that we did uptown. And guys in the crew used to bring in those same big bags of peanuts, and guys would eat them throughout the day. A couple of crews throughout the building had their own bag. So we had a big bag in the box. So they were there if anybody in the crew would come by and wanted some, grab some and take them with you to your work area.
Yeah.
So we come back and there's shells everywhere. I'm like, what the hell happened here? Well, who did this shit?
Yeah.
So one of the steam fitters comes down from up in the thing, comes down. He's like, yo, you guys let anybody in your union now? I'm like, what do you mean? He shows a picture he took from up in the, working up in the roof there, the ceiling, of the squirrel sitting there on the cart just having a feast. One squirrel sitting there just gorging himself.
You should have maybe been charging him union dues.
He ate half the bag, Paul.
Well, hell no. He says, hey, here they go.
He probably went home and couldn't get in.
Yep. He was stuffed.
He ate half the bag, man. The big five, the big bags, you know, the ones you get from like Costco's. And them.
Oh, that's what he's got, Paul. Yeah.
Yep. Yep, that's what I buy, Herman. These great big bags.
Yeah. He went to work.
And then he went back home and told all his buddies, hey, you ought to see the peanut buffet down at the work site.
You got to see them eat it. It's just funny.
You can probably leave them there. You can probably leave them there on the ramp in the driveway. So if it get ice rain or whatever, you can walk on them. You won't slip.
I like to watch them eat it. They hold it in their little arms like this, and they pull the shell away like this and nibble it out and use their arms to push the peanut out.
Yep. Oh, they're not dumb, I'll tell you that.
My meds don't make the best bread.
And they sit right there and they come and watch you, and they just keep on going.
Lenny, that's not true. Lenny thinks I overfeed my squirrels.
Okay. Well,
She says my squirrels are bigger than 2 of her dogs.
Gotta get bigger dogs. Hey, Paul, do they come up to you though?
Oh, they come right up and tap on the window.
Welcome back, Centroid.
I've had one come up and touch me on my boots.
Yeah.
I was at work. Yeah.
I'm back and I didn't get tied up. There you go, Centroid.
He didn't get tied up.
Yeah, because Andrew said, was it Andrew or somebody said something about the kids were going to tie him up? Or
I think it was Andrew.
Oh.
You on your lunch break now, Centroid?
Lynn's got squirrels that come right up, and she has a special enclosure off her deck because her deck's she's got plastic all the way around, and her dogs go through this tunnel and go out.
Okay.
She's got a squirrel that comes right up through the tunnel, and if Lynn's sitting there on her deck waiting for the dogs, or out there just having a cigarette, I don't think the dogs are out there, comes right up through the tunnel and just sits right at her feet and waits for her to hand her a peanut.
Yeah, I seen that, Rick and Mortis. Yeah, I watched the otters too before. Yeah. Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll leave you in company.
They got a video with this poor caiman came in to harass the otters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did a number on him, boy. They look like, you know, that family that nobody wants to deal with?
Right. Wow.
When they attacked that caiman, that was it.
They were probably yelling at him, don't be utterly ridiculous, you know?
I know they were diving on him and biting at him, and they got him though. He wandered into their little home area there and started terrorizing things.
Wow.
And they came off the stoop and showed him why you don't come into this neighborhood.
You lost? Get the hell out of here.
You know what? They are, but I'd like to see the eagle land and then go after some of the prey that he grabs. Land on the ground and give some of those animals a fighting chance. Let's see how it goes down.
They use the element of surprise.
Because I watched these birds, I don't know what it was, it tried to attack a coyote. He wasn't having it. He literally flipped over and landed on this bird.
Looked like a big time wrestling move, huh?
Bird couldn't hold on.
Wow.
They have such great eyesight, though, the eagle.
Well, that's the thing, you know, I've even said it about dogs, you know, everybody. I can't imagine going through life with the sense of smell and hearing and eyesight that dogs have that we just take for granted, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's me. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, Rick and Mortis. Yeah, we had some bears around here too, but now they're all gone.
Oh, that's when I
caught them. So.
You know what's funny, Roger?
Traps, yeah.
This morning when I got home, I was parking, and I was like, "That's a pretty big cat over there." I'm like, "Oh hell no, that's a raccoon crossing the street." I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Then I look out the window, I see another one run by the car. I'm like, oh, I ain't getting out this car. I'm gonna sleep right here.
Was the garbage day there?
It was a little further up.
Yeah.
And then there was more garbage down the street.
Oh, there you go.
I'm like, oh no. I see him trying, like, he looked like he was trying to get into the daycare center. I don't know what he was doing. But I called the city.
Yeah.
And listen to what the guy from the city gonna tell me. That's normal that they're running around the streets in the city. I'm like, normal? I was like, how normal is that? He goes, there's plenty of food for them. Are you being attacked? It's like, no, I'm not going to wait for me to be attacked. He goes, well, that's the only way the city will come out and do anything about it.
Yeah.
If people are being attacked. I'm like, he's attacking the garbage.
Hey, Cruiser Mac, how you doing? The time you got to get worried about them is when they come up and start walking slowly up to you and their ears are pinned down. That's when, because that means they're sick. They're looking for some help.
Okay.
That's when you got to stay away from them because you never know, they might have rabies or whatever.
This one looked pretty healthy running up and down the street last night. And then we got the big park up the streets. I guess that's where they live at.
Yeah. Because when they see a human, they run away from the human usually. But if they start walking up to you and with their ears pinned down and they're walking up slowly, that means they're sick and they're looking for help. So you just call the town, they'll come and get it.
Okay.
You tell them it's sick, they look sick. So once you say that because they carry rabies, so. Cruiser Mac, how you doing? Nice to see you.
You're not to say you're going to give them the kind of help they want, but you're going to at least eradicate the
yeah, that's it.
Uh-huh.
Everybody, don't forget to hit that like button. Guys, I'll be closing down at 1:45 in 11 minutes.
Yeah.
And then, Paul, I'll just wait for him to cross the street again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Scattered guts.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
I never seen a dog like that before.
Doing good there, Cruiser Mac. Roger is right. Then you should. Otherwise, you're okay. Raccoons have only been recorded to have mugged 2 people. Late 70s.
Because they do have that little mask on.
Yeah. Because I used to work in a hospital, and we used to go outdoors, take our break all the time. Mm-hmm. And the hospital I worked in is in the country, right? So, hey, Geek Savannah, yay, super chat, yeah, thank you, Geek Savannah. Yeah, so we're out having our break and all that, and all this raccoon coming towards us, his ear pinned down, he's walking very slowly towards us. And so I grabbed the phone, called the city, they came and got him right away. It was sick, so they put him down.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody check out everybody's channels, guys. Thank you very much, Geek Savannah.
Geek Savannah's got some moves there with that icon, right?
Hey.
Yeah, that's what the super.
I know. Herman wanted to do super chat. Yeah, there you go.
That was almost worth it, Herman. You want to practice that again, Roger?
What's that? A dancing bird?
Yeah, he's doing a fist pumps. Boom, boom, fist bump.
Where did I put that?
FIST bump, BUMP, fist bump. Fist bump. Oh my. You know, we haven't seen today is in the chat, which is unusual, is we haven't seen Mana, Roger.
He's working.
Oh.
There you go. This is a link to my Patreon page, guys, whoever's interested.
Well, the worst one to have living in your yard is skunks.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, the first 2 months we lived here, my dog got sprayed. Roxy got sprayed. Oh, my God. Then Kim brings her in the house.
Oh, my God.
Skunks. Oh, no.
Yeah, then we looked up on the internet how to wash her with what and all that. Lucky we had everything here.
It was about a year ago, Roger, didn't it? Wasn't it? Then when I had to have all those skunks hauled out of here?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Underneath my garage, when I built on the back of my garage, Herman, I have an office back there that is, all drywalled, electric, and the whole bit, and it's got its own heat. Mm-hmm. Well, the contract says, well, the easiest way to do this is we don't need to put a concrete slab in. We'll just build a deck at ground level.
Okay.
So the next thing you know, them little buggers dug a hole underneath the deck, and they had a burrow under there. So now I've got to get the pest control guy out. He comes out, and he sets a trap, and in the trap he gets 2 of them, one mama and a baby. He goes, uh-oh. So he comes back, and now he sets 3 traps, and he fills up 3 traps around that hole and hauls them out. And finally had one more trap full of them again. He says, I think, because he set 3 traps the next time, and there was only 1 in 1 trap. He says, I think we got them. So then I had to hire him to take that wire mesh and roll it out on the ground and then tack it up along the base of the outside wall all the way around. And I think they haven't come back, but I was paying him $25 or $35 a head for everyone he hauled out of there. And it cost me $400 or $500 to get rid of them damn skunks.
What? Yeah, here we use when we start seeing skunks, I tell my next door neighbor, he brings me over cages. Then we put sardines in the cages. They go after the sardines.
And where are these skunks hanging out?
Well, I've got woods here. They're all over in the woods.
Oh, okay.
They come on the property walking around. But
and especially at night, they're nocturnal.
Yeah, and when Missy sees one, she goes, well, it's a cat. Yeah. It's not a cat.
No, that's a cat with an attitude.
Yeah, that's why every night when we bring her outdoors, we're outdoors with our flashlights before putting her out. We're like her bodyguards to make sure there's no skunks outdoors during the summer. In the winter time, no problem. She can go out all night, no problem. But in the summer,
Get me a big tank of ammonia and a hose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wet them down. Get out of here.
But you're talking about raccoons a while ago. Kim and I never saw a raccoon here on this property since we've been here.
Yeah. Really? The skunk scared them away.
But that's it.
Skunks we've seen because they dig up for those big worms there. I don't know what you call them. But they really bugger up a lawn when they start going through the lawn.
You talk about moles and stuff?
It's no, the little worms, white worms they go for, the skunks.
Oh, the grubs.
Yeah. They dig holes in the blade lawn like anything. Michael Banny, thumbs up. Yes, thank you. Yes, everybody. Don't forget the thumbs up.
Moles are hard to get rid of too.
Moles?
Mole.
Yeah, little moles. They look like little mice there, but they're all... They do havoc on the lawns too. Yeah. Kim's got to pass the rake every summer on the every springtime on the lawn because they bring all the earth and gravel up too. The little buggers get down underneath the tractor and your blades are shot. Hey, stop wiping your face on my bed.
Got to wipe it somewhere. He says, I don't see any towels hanging in here.
Yeah, it says Centroid. Yeah. A long time ago, I used to do newspaper delivery for the Gazette, and I dropped the big bundles of newspapers off at the kids' houses there to deliver the papers.
Mm-hmm.
One day I was getting out of the truck. It was, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. I saw this big white thing. What the hell? Look around. It was an albino skunk.
Wow.
Oh, my.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Any of them that will help out with the rat patrol out here in the city?
Oh.
Yeah.
But in other words,
not, they all got to go.
Yeah. I don't think raccoons are. Would they get rats or wouldn't they?
They dig out of garbage.
I wonder what the natural predator. You'd have to
eat the same food.
Yeah, but the problem is in New York, there's so much trash around. They don't have to work too hard to get it. You know, you'd have to find a pretty hungry raccoon or something to go after a rat because they got to chase it.
Yeah.
Certain places you don't have to chase them. That's why I'm wondering if they don't hang out with one another.
And they're big. You got big rats in New York too, don't you?
What happened?
You got big rats in New York.
Are they big enough?
Herman, do you ever see like a rat that has been squished on the road by a car?
See the Hawks. It says Hawks eats rats, yeah.
We don't have enough. We don't have enough. We had a construction site. It was funny because the grain building over in Red Hook, the Hawks hang out over there.
Okay.
And when they were developing the site over there, were moving the earth. You didn't see the Hawks come out the grain building and just dive bombing on this thing. They were getting them. Tell you the Hawk grabbed I don't know what kind of bird it was, but he grabbed something and was on the sign for the McDonald's right up here on the avenue. Eating it and dropping the droppings down in front of McDonald's. It was hilarious.
Well, he probably, if it was in front of McDonald's, it was probably a seagull. Usually get the seagulls around McDonald's. New York rats take out Hawks.
No, actually, the Hawks, they get them. They get them.
Hey, everybody, I'm going to be closing down.
They hang out in that tower up in High Bridge, too.
Okay, don't forget, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got Phantom Flight 101. Herman will be on at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, guys. So check out his channel. And today's Wednesday.
Wednesday night with those guys.
Coast to Coast Jones is not on tonight because I think he's gone on vacation, Bill.
Okay.
Because he made a 33-second video there a while ago. So you never know. You never know. I might pop on tonight. You never know. Okay, everybody. Take care in the chat. You all be safe. Nice seeing you all here. And don't forget, hit that like button. Still have 4 hours to home. So stay on for us. Michael Bandy. Wish I could, Michael, but I gotta go and eat, and I got things to do this afternoon.
Well, if
Okay,
you watch
Michael.
the replay.
Yeah, you can watch the replay, Michael. Yep, those guys at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
What's this Paul's got going on here? Oh, okay.
Okay, rigor mortis and Savannah. Thank you all so much.
All right, Sean. See you later.
And no, Herman and I are not going to go live right now either.
What happened? No, you're not going live now?
No, you and I are not going live right now because you're
right now.
The only show that Herman's adding is Monday night at 5. So
Drone Shot says, look at that link.
Paul show on Monday night. Don't forget it, guys. Tweet it out. Tell a friend. The Paul Murray Show. Monday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Herman's having a show at 5.
Look at that video. Look at that video Drone Shot just put in there. Man,
what did he put in?
Look at these raccoons. Holy crap.
Ooh.
The Pied Piper of raccoons.
No. Thanks.
Man, oh man. You make yourself one good coat with them.
Are we off now?
They're big guys. No, we're not off yet. Oh. I'm just looking at that video that Drone Shots just put in.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, they're bloody big, man.
Yeah, see, that's that. No.
No.
That's like baby bear. No.
Thank you, Drone Shots. Yeah, they're big. Yeah.
They're big, big, big.
Yeah, see, one that I saw last night was kind of chubby, like not that big.
Maybe those could be the new thing in New York, Herman, where that could be like the gangs of New York. You could do a short,
Yeah, Drone Adventures. Thanks for coming in, but sorry, we're just leaving. And Drone Shots, thank you for that link. Okay, everybody. Goodbye.
Hey, Mia. 5 o'clock tonight on Phantom Flight 101.
Yeah. Okay, bye, everybody.
See you guys later.
Bye-bye.